Yeah, you hear that, Mom?
Chonkla comes and hits you in the face out of nowhere.
Hey, you're Eddie from The Boys. You're the guy who drinks titty milk. No.
No.
I track how much work I'm doing by my lack of sleep. I look f***ed up. It's called the no-no sauce. Actually, taste it. That's the challenge. Ready?
Hey, what's up, you look who we have. Look, everyone say hi to Eddie.
Hi, Eli.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi, everyone. I'm back.
Oh, dude, I'm so stoked for this one.
Dude, me too, man.
Dude, you got a kiddo. Your life has been busy for you.
Life has been really busy. Can you tell?
Yeah. And you got that parent look now where you're like, I'm tired, more than tired now.
What's the parent look?
It's just, it's the tiredness in the eyes. I always can tell. It's like, I have a newborn or my kid's still young. Plus I run, how many businesses are you on now?
Well, with it's just this, my own individual channel, the boys, the sauces, the clothing company. We got some more stuff in the work. Just like multiple things. Kind
of busy.
And the kid. But I just never heard anyone call it the parent look. And now I guess I look at myself in the mirror sometimes and I'm like, I look fucked up. You know, like, and I don't know why. And then I look at my kid and I'm like, oh, okay. I know that's why. Yeah. Because I'm putting all my energy into you.
Dude, it is. It's the eyes. You're just like, I look at them. I'm like, oh man, I need a day.
Oh man. It's like, I can't, this is probably the first time that I've actually gotten to do anything outside of my normal routine.
Good. Well, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah,
I was stoked.
No, man. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and I feel bad because you text me and you're like, "Hey, I want to get you out here. Let's just chat." And I'm like, "I'm really busy right now, man. I can't. I'm in Australia, or I'm here. I'm that. I'm doing this, doing that." But glad to finally be here.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So I mean, tell the people if you want, just who you are, what you do, and then I want to talk a little bit about your childhood, and just again, we'll go a brief of your story because it's still one of my favorites. Of taking that risk is still one of the most dope stories in my opinion.
Of the YouTube, you talking about like switching channels?
Yeah,
that kind of. I love. I just it like now that I've become a dad, I'll get into my introduction. But now that I've become a dad, I feel like, I don't know if this happened to you as well, but I feel like things just became more emotional. I don't know if it's because I had a kid or if it's specifically because I had a little girl. But now I watch Disney movies and I'm like, I start crying, man. Oh. I look at Disney movies are old, especially old Disney movies. Older Disney movies were made, I think, not just for kids, but also for the parents. Because now that I'm looking at it through a different lens, they feel different.
Oh, yeah.
They're different movies now. Like I watched Finding Nemo, and when
oh God,
I watched Finding Nemo, in the moment where Nemo gets taken, and what's the dad's name? Jesus, is it Melvin? What's his dad's name?
Melvin. Is it Marvin? I think
I can't. Anyway, the dad fish, Nemo's dad. Nemo's dad. Marlin.
There we go.
I can't believe I forgot Marlin. Marlin's chasing after the boat, right? At the start of the movie. And the amount of panic I felt watching this with my baby girl, looking at it through that lens, I was like, I couldn't imagine what that would be like in person. And the way they made it so realistic, and he goes down to the bottom of the ocean. He starts asking people did you see a boat go by with a kid and this and that? I don't know why that just hit me different. And I started bawling my eyes out, man. So anyway, I say that to say that when I think of just anything that has any little amount of emotion, it becomes so much bigger.
Especially with the kiddos, anything related. As you're saying, Nemo. Did you watch? Was it Space? Long shot. Hail Mary. Did you watch Hail Mary yet?
I haven't yet. I have the book.
You're gonna cry, dude.
I've been waiting because I want to read the book that I bought. I bought the book on a whim. And I got into sci-fi books, and I bought that one, and it's been on my list to read first. I saw the movie come out. I'm like, I want to read the book first before I watch the movie because I don't want to do that. You know, I want to read the original story first.
even Rich, we had Angry Cops on like a few weeks ago or last month, and he's just had a kid, so a
Yeah.
little boy, less than a month old, and before that, it was just talking of like, you're going to cry, you're going to be emotional, and I text him after that. I was like, "You cry?" He's like, "Already cry like a bitch." He's like, "Dude, what the hell? You just cry at everything now." I'm like, "It's that attachment." You're like, "Oh, poor Nemo," because you relate to the father, and you have to protect your kiddo. And what would I do in that situation? You'd be distraught.
Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know what I would do in that situation. I don't want to think about it either.
We just start crying. It's 30 minutes of us crying.
We start the podcast. Hey Eli,
It's so brutal.
I just had a kid.
Dude, what was the new Disney movie with the robot that lands on and its mother, or it's like
I know which one you're talking about.
the Wild Robot. Have you watched?
Yes, I watched The Wild Robot.
Have you watched it since you had your kiddo?
I watched it when Gabby was pregnant, I think.
Oh,
It was recent. It was recent, I remember.
cried
And I
on
say
that one.
recent, but like my kid's 15 months now, and
Bro, it's wild.
Where did my 2025 was like complete blur. Everything's just like everything I remember from 2025 is just my baby. And like now it's 2026 and we're halfway through 2026. I'm like, what the fuck? What just happened to time, dude? Like I think I'd say recently, but like it was 2 years ago probably at this point.
Dude, it's wild because we and the Sav, Gabby, you, me, we went to that one dinner, and I don't think you guys were even married yet.
Yeah.
You were married. Oh yeah, you were married. And I think, were you guys?
She wasn't pregnant.
Not yet.
No,
Okay.
we actually found out she was pregnant like the week after we had dinner with you guys.
And then
So she was pregnant at that dinner. Yeah, she was pregnant at that dinner. We just didn't know it yet.
And we had a good. I mean, that was great, but it was also
That was actually her last alcoholic drink.
no shit.
That dinner. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is awesome because that was. And then I haven't text. We just text, catch up as much as we can, but haven't seen each other since you had the kiddo.
Yeah, you're like my you're like that Mexican cousin that I like hardly talk to, but when I do, it's always a good time.
I look at you the same. He like show up. He's like,
It's like, hey, what's up, man? ¿Qué onda, cabrón? Like, we instantly get into that voice, like, hey, what's up, man?
oh dog, I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah.
How you been? It's like
You're like, oh shit, I was at the Formula One with Brandon.
He's having a good time. What about you? Your mijo's doing good.
I've been watching Nemo. I started crying.
So
Yeah, I'm Eddie. I make gaming content on YouTube primarily for my own channel. I've got multiple channels. The gaming one focuses on horror. I just found I found a niche a while back into horror content, and then I also have a joint channel with a group of guys. We're called The Boys, and we travel the world. It started off as like, it's just a channel focused on camaraderie with friends, and then we evolved it into actually fully produced videos where we travel the world, do different things. Like we had a video where we spent 24 hours in solitary confinement in this last Australia trip.
I want to hear about
It ended up being one of the funnest videos I've ever done. Probably one of my favorite videos of all time that I've been a part of.
Damn.
We also go to haunted locations and explore, and we're just a group of idiots just going around. And
It's crazy to see because how long you guys been working together now?
Officially like the very end of 2019, like right before 2020 started.
And you guys are still crushing it as to run a business and then to stay together and be close friends and do these trips is extremely difficult, and it's awesome to see. I guarantee you guys, you still like, you have disagreements or you'll like have those weird, I don't know what's going on, but it's always just open communication and it fixes it automatically.
Yeah,
like, oh shit. And then you're friends again.
Yeah. and you know what I think has helped with the longevity of that channel is we were friends first and foremost. There was never we didn't start working together with the concept of, oh, we're gonna have this working relationship so that we can make content together and make money together and blah blah blah. We started off as just wanting to create something fun together, friends first, and then things developed from there. We didn't know that it was going to get this big. We had no intention of it to get this big.
It's always how it works. It's
And you know, and so but you know, for us, it was just making videos as friends where we highlight the most absurd parts of us. And through COVID, we were able to do that through virtual reality, and like hanging out with your friends, throwing them off the roof, you know, doing, you know, we would make fun of like the whole, we were always making fun of the most, I guess, tragic parts of our, of events that would happen, you know, or silly things that would happen, you know.
Yeah.
We would turn things silly through comedy.
Don't take shit so serious. It's like have fun
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
Find
So
the
like
positive.
when
in
the
it.
lockdowns happened, we were making content of what it was like to be locked down in virtual reality in a military shooting game, where we would just come up with skits on the spot and be like, hey, Juicy, you sit there and you pretend to watch static on a TV inside the house for a second, and you come out and wish you could come outside, and we'll do something fun real quick. And what ended up being is that he walks outside, he opens his front door, finally gets some fresh air, and what does he see? A vaccine on the ground for him to be able to take so that he can now go outside and enjoy the fresh air. And then, like, you know, Mully would come up and he'd he's like, come on, Juicy, come get your little vaccine. He'd put it like at the end of the walkway. And as soon as you walked outside, you'd have the rest of the boys standing there with rocket launchers and heavy weaponry. Just like he walks outside and then he looks up and he sees us. We're like, I forgot the one-liner we used, but it was something fun. And then we just shot him and he blew up because he stepped outside during COVID. You know, like that was
just showing the absurdity of it.
Showing the absurdity of situations that we were all going through. And I think people enjoyed that.
And you guys, you're not all American too, which is awesome. You have
two Australians,
Texas, yep.
And then the Juicy's in Florida, and then me and Narrator are here in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then all y'all are fantastic people. That's what I love too. It's just like hardworking dudes that just get along and have fun and are making the best of it. You guys work your ass off too. Like we always talked about that even last time. It's not, oh, I just make videos. No, it's okay. Let's do videos. Let's do hot sauces. Let's do the clothing. I think you are one of the people that really did inspire me to start making like the shoes and the flip flops.
Really?
Because everyone just has plain cheese. I mean, even we're guilty of just like, like it's cool. It's a nice design, but, and this one goes towards an awesome cause. You all love it. We appreciate how much it makes, but you guys have like dope fucking designs.
Oh, thanks, man. This one is one that's coming out. Not to self-plug here, but
plug away, dog. That's a good, like, even Caleb was like, that's a nice shirt.
Today's episode is brought to you by
boom
me. This sweater. No.
I get compliments. Last time I wore it's the Miami style one on the back, anime girl and car.
Oh yeah.
Like compliments.
See, I love to hear that, because that's exactly what we wanted to do when we made the clothes. We started designing the clothes, and we wanted to create a clothing line that looks good, I guess, like it's streetwear, but that isn't tied to us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like this doesn't say the boys. I mean, it does in like little references, you know, like yeah.
We just did a quick unsub. That's
on
it.
the bottom, yeah. But you know, you look at that, and it looks like something premium from like you know, I don't know what store sells sandals, you know, but
That's
you know what I mean. Like that's it just looks good on its own. It doesn't scream YouTuber merch.
Exactly.
That's what that's that.
And you went high quality too, which is a rare. a rarity with YouTube. For whatever reason, people want to cut corners. It's like, we'll do shitty material and we'll charge $80 for really bad shit. You guys are like, no, we're high quality shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of time in the design too.
Yeah. And this one's a spoiler because this one's coming out in a couple months. I don't know the release date for this one yet, but this is it. This one hasn't come out yet. And what we did was we basically had our team take a design from each of our previous releases and then just cut them and put them all together.
That's so smart.
In a way that makes sense, that looks, it's like an organized chaos is what this looks like, right? And there's no seams, so like we decided to make it like deconstructed, I fucking hate that word, man. Like I've probably watched too much MasterChef and you're like, oh, this is a deconstructed cheesecake. Bitch, you just put cheese and cake next to each other. Like it
I might have to now mix it anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, so this, it doesn't have any seams, and the way we're gonna probably promote it, and it's just gonna be like, we didn't know what to come up with, so we just put everything we could together.
I love it.
And that's it.
And crushed it.
But I mean, it looks nice. I fucking love this, man. I didn't design it. We have people that help us with designs and stuff, and
yeah, and that's same for us. Like shoes, Andy, giant shout out to Andy with how we do the shoes, because there was that, like, watching what you guys were doing, and then I would want these camo patterns I just couldn't find anywhere. So like, I can't find like tiger stripe, but Rhodey or like Rhodesian or Fleck Tarn, they just didn't exist.
Yeah.
So let's make a really, really high quality shoe, but then have those actual camo patterns, real leather though, really reinforce it, like give lifetime warranty, all that stuff, and then just start crushing. Everyone's like, yes.
You're doing something that looks good. You're making something that looks good and that stands out from,
especially
from the market.
Yeah, YouTubers name, there's probably a handful that go above and beyond, like with your merch. They just don't exist.
Right. And so when we get compliments, like, kind of like you mentioned, like with that shirt you were wearing, and man, those sandals look good though, actually.
We'll give you some chanclas.
Yeah, please give me some chanclas.
We got black in these. So.
I need stuff to throw.
Ninja Star.
Throw and look good while throwing it. No, but I love those compliments because it like that's the, it reinforces the goal, which was to make something that looks good for that anybody who sees it on the street says, damn, that's dope. Like I walked in and Caleb's his name, right? Yep. Caleb saw it and was like, that's a dope hoodie, dude. Like,
instantly.
Like, I'll get you one, man. Like, yeah. I love it, dude. I love it. It hypes me up when I just fucking lost my train of thought, but
it's a hyping up because it is your own thing.
Yeah, and it's like a baby, It's like you made your own baby. Like you get to see them grow and develop and this and that, and sometimes they turn out to be fucking drug addicts and the merch sucks, but then this one is like good, like. And it's like it's a successful baby.
Yeah,
and I love that. That's
people's reaction too when they find out. It's like, that's a nice shirt. It's like, oh yeah, it's this. Where do I get it? It's like, oh, it's mine. Like but what store? And you're like, no, it's like my company.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's funny about that? Yeah. They're like they have that reaction, right? But specifically, you said, well, what's the name of the brand? We typically, like, we didn't have like a specific brand name, right? Because you get this at the Boys Store. So we always just kind of have that meme of like, oh, you go to the Boys Store, this and that. But then when people ask us that specific question, it's like, what's the brand? Then we got together again and we're like, all right, we have to come up with a brand name. Because it can't just be the Boys Store. And also we can't just say, oh, it's the Boys.
Nope.
Because no, that's a show, like. And,
also, how bad was that? Annoying when it's awesome, but that name, because when I'm like, oh, I got Eddie from the Boys. Oh, which character is he? I'm like, no, not fucking. God damn it. Separate.
We get those questions sometimes, like, oh, from the show? Like, no way. And yeah, it's like, no, not from the show. Although we
He plays Homelander. He
uh,
white skins it up. He puts a blonde wig on.
that's right, dude. That's right. I get an actual jawline.
Yeah, you go white face.
I got the fucking the Mexican build, dude. The no jawline, the Tasmanian devil build, dude. The
Oh, yeah.
construction worker, like big back. Yeah, it's like it was made for shoveling. That's me. Nah, the guy who plays Homelander though looks like he has a like very, I don't know how to describe it, like he has a very American look to him,
Yeah.
which is why he like plays that character so well.
His face acting is,
Oh, it's phenomenal, dude.
dude, he is the only person that just makes you feel uncomfortable when he's around because you don't know
Yeah.
what's about to happen.
Especially when he's drinking titty milk.
Dude. Exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, you're Eddie from The Boys. You're the guy who drinks titty milk. No.
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 But you were coming up with the brand of,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
can't
So,
be
so
the
yeah,
boys.
because this is funny actually. So we're coming up with the brand name, and we're like, oh, what about? So our production team came back to us with like some options, right? And we're like all ideating, and finally we land on Boys Lab, which I think sounds nice, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the name of the brand? Boys Lab. Boys Lab. Where do you get it? The boys.store, right? So we found out, and it's funny because our clothes are inspired by Japanese streetwear. So a lot of times you see the characters, right? Like
Yep.
like the Japanese characters. Turns out, don't Google this. Well, you Google it, whatever. If you Google Boys Lab, the first thing that comes up is a Japanese category. It's gay in Japan, Boys Lab. So now we have a company with the name Boys Lab that's the same genre for Japanese gay.
Oh man, trying to explain that to a Japanese person
Oh, dude, it would blow their mind.
because they're like, huh?
It would blow their mind. So yeah, when we found that out recently, we just had a field day with it. We're like, okay, we're running with it. That's funny.
Go check out gay.com and buy our merch. It's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Who came up with the logo, the smiley face?
that was
It's just used on a majority, right?
the logo that was done. I can't remember exactly who came up with it, but yeah, when we were coming up with a logo, this was like years ago. We just wanted something that was like recognizable. And
So clean and simple.
thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, we're very proud of it. We're very proud of it.
I love it. If you guys can't tell, I just Eddie's one of my favorite humans because it's you're younger, but just dedicated to crushing life, no matter what. And like the risks when you tie in with the giant risk and the story that I even told our neighbor as she was meeting Eddie outside.
Yeah.
She's sweet Nancy, old lady that's just
Shout out Nancy. She had a cool dog.
yeah. But I was telling that story. I'm like, this dude was doing something for 4 years and it kind of took off and then went down. And you were like, fuck it.
Yeah. This is exact. See, I get sidetracked, bro, because you mentioned this, right? At first, this was like how you wanted me to. This is the first question you asked me, like start telling your story and this and that, and then I got distracted because I'm looking at these hot sauces, and then
We'll get to that too. And Welcome to Unsub or Say Hi.
This is why I take ADHD medication, bro, because like whoop, I get distracted easily, and then I start talking about gay.
Dream life.
No, I get emotional thinking about this story, and this is why I was talking about getting emotional. But no, so I started my YouTube channel when in 2016. I was working at Target at the time, and yeah, I started a YouTube channel because I wanted to do something creative, right? And I wanted to I wanted to build something that I guess could generate money, right? But I wasn't thinking about it in like I was just thinking about it like as a side gig at the time. But I just wanted a creative outlet so that it didn't feel so that life didn't feel so monotonous.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I remember like YouTube was the first thing that came to mind. I actually started this is I don't know if I ever told you this, but I actually started a YouTube channel back in 2008.
Oh, damn. Oh, like OG YouTube.
I
Man. That's
was
like,
I was in high school in 2008. I was a sophomore in high school, and my parents got a Mac, an iMac that had a camera in the front. That was unheard of, right? 'Cause
oh, yeah.
typically, you got to buy your own webcam and stuff, and so it came with it. So I took advantage of it, and I started making videos that were like unboxing an Xbox 360 limited edition red version with Resident Evil 8 in it, what that looked like. And I started uploading that kind of stuff, and I was like, what if I taught people how to get free ringtones?
Ah.
Like, back we had 2008 iPhone.
People don't know this.
iPhone was still like
iPhone.
iPhone was still iPhone.
It was.
I think they were on the 2G at that point, maybe the 3G iPhone, but companies were barely starting to make touchscreen phones, and they didn't have Android UI. Android wasn't a thing like as a big thing as it was yet, and the platform wasn't as open as it was. Right, we still had like Samsung UI. I had a flip phone, still a prepaid flip phone, so that's what most people had. And then you had to buy ringtones.
It was like 99 cents or 49 cents.
99 cents. I had Eminem playing in my ringtone, dude. I paid it's the first time the only time I ever spent money on a flip phone. 99 cents for Eminem. I forget the song, but I was it When I'm Gone. Is that what the title of that song is?
I'm bad with.
I can't remember. Anyway, it's one of the Eminem. It was one of the Eminem emotional songs.
You're so cool though. When
call it. You get a call. It's like, and when I'm gone, just carry on. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Sad every time you answer.
Who's that? Yeah, it's like, hey, it's Eddie. I'm sad. I just heard a ringtone. So I was showing people how to get free ringtones, right? And that video back in 2008. 150,000 views.
Jesus.
In 2008, that's a fuck ton of views.
For reference, everyone, there was only, by 2011, Freddie was the biggest channel, I want to say, 2010, 2011, and he hit 10 million subs. It was just an unheard of number at that time.
Oh, yeah.
People at 1 million subs back in 2008 to 2010. Insane. 150,000 views back in the day too. Wild.
Now this is one of those like outliers, right? Like this is just one of those videos that would probably like get recommended to a mass number of people. But I was very proud of it. And I had a girlfriend at the time who found out about this channel. I was so excited to tell her. And she made fun of me for it. She thought it was like lame. And me being a sophomore in high school who wants the girl, I caved and I deleted the channel.
Oh.
I deleted the channel, man. I wish I still had those videos. I don't know where they might still be in an old hard drive, maybe. I don't think those videos exist anymore, but I deleted the channel. And that's one of my biggest regrets is that channel had a library of like, it was a handful of videos, but they were still like important, to the story. So I gave up on YouTube in 2008. Can you imagine if I would have like continued making YouTube videos from 2008, dude?
Yeah, you'd be PewDiePie.
Who knows, man? Who knows? And then in 2000, anyway, so that doesn't matter, right? But anyway,
but it's still part of that narrative where it's awesome. Sophomore, still, I'm doing this.
And
women are evil. I get what you're saying.
And women are evil. Yes,
just blame them.
Yes, that's why I need chanclas to throw. No, I'm just kidding.
They're gonna clip that one thing. No. It's like these guys. It's a joke.
No, but so I deleted the channel, but I always loved making videos. I was always obsessed with cameras. I loved camera. I loved taking pictures.
This is where we nerd out.
I actually still have, I have some pictures from I had an old Evo 3D, HTC Evo 3D. It was the first and probably only phone that had a 3D camera and a 3D screen. So it had two cameras to take a picture and to make it look 3D. And the screen itself didn't need glasses. It was kind of like the Nintendo 3DS. Where you look at it at a certain angle and you see it in 3D.
You just move.
I still have those. I found an SD card of those pictures I took with that phone. Sure, there's a way to look at them in 3D, but anyway.
God, I forgot you were a camera nerd too. I always remember now. Now it is that cousins when we meet up.
Yes,
we forget.
Dude,
it's like we have
like the same similar interests, right? Well, okay, you like coffee? You into coffee?
Yeah.
Good coffee? I love coffee. Coffee's my thing.
Anime.
Fucking love anime.
Cameras.
Watches.
Yeah, watches.
You're into watches?
Yeah.
I love watches. Video games.
It's hard work. That's every time I was like, oh, I think me and this dude get along way too well.
Yeah, way too well, dude.
Start
bro,
nerding out
I'm telling
instantly.
you, your wife better fucking, like,
you better
watch out.
Saying,
better watch out.
Got competition.
Just saying, you better start watching more anime. No, I'm just yeah, so I went through, I remember like during the 2010s when I was in college, all I would watch was channels like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Tobuscus,
Smosh. Yep.
Smosh I liked as well, but I mostly like fixated on like the people who were doing the things that I loved, like video games, like Let's Players, Dashy Games. Did I say Tobuscus? Yeah, anyways, those guys. And so I had a love for what they were doing. I just didn't have I didn't have the means yet to be able to do any of that or start doing any of that because I was in college. I was doing my own, focusing on my career, right? If I started making gameplay videos, like that would distract me from the fucking 40 extra hours a week I had to practice my saxophone to be able to perform well so that I can get an A. So I did saxophone performance for college.
It's wild.
Yeah, it is. It's insane, dude. Like thinking about that life, about that part of my life. Music has always been a part of my life, man. Like, yeah. So went through college, and then 1 month before I was supposed to graduate, I was like, this was in 2015. I was like, I want to start my own business. I wasn't thinking of YouTube. I just wanted to go out and do my own thing because I realized, this was the only realization for myself, that college, if I finished my degree, I was going to have a certificate to be able to get a job and work for someone else with my degree. But I realized I didn't want that. And you say it was realization that it was too late, like it was a semester before you graduate, you better finish school, you know what I mean? Like that's what my mom would say, like you got to finish your degree, you're 1 month, you're 1 semester away. Like,
what are you doing?
It's like, no, I took the plunge, like regardless. I'm the oldest in my mom's side of the family. Of all my cousins, so I'm like the one who's supposed to carry the torch.
I was the first Cuevas boy.
Yeah?
Dad's side.
I remember you saying that as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was supposed to carry the torch. And it's every Mexican mom's dream, immigrant family, coming from another country, graduate college, sons graduate college, and you become successful, you become a doctor or something, but
the Mexican family, there's a lot of people, white folk out there, or just individuals. It is. My dad until last year was asking me to go back to college. Like last year after our live show,
really,
he was like, "Pops, but you could go to business college." I'm like, "Dad, I've spoke for Austin College, whatever, UT, Austin, whatever their big college is." It was like, I've done a speaking engagement for them, like for their business master's class. And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Dad, me getting a degree is not going to help my business at all at
Yeah.
this point. He's like, but pops, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Is that old Mexican mindset?
Yeah,
It's
man.
just hard for them to get over it.
It's the same thing with my mom. And my dad was very supportive. He said, just I'll be here to support you when you need I mean, my mom was also supportive, but she wanted me to finish college. Both my parents are Mexican, so but yeah, so I quit college and I went to go start my own business. Well, start my own business. It completely failed. Doesn't
Fumble
matter.
your way
Doesn't
through
I
your-
fumbled my way through starting my own business, and ended up getting a job. And I worked a few different jobs. One of the
Dealership, I remember that.
I was at a dealership, but I also I picked up trash.
Okay.
Like, those valet trash services at apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I was a part of a company who started one of the first companies that started doing that in Austin
Okay.
in early 2010s. And yeah, I was picking up trash, like such a silly concept, but it's just if you don't know what valet trash is, it's essentially you have your trash can and you put it outside in front of your door at an apartment complex, and somebody like me would come through with a tote bag, grab all the trash from outside the doors and take it to the dumpster across the parking lot. That's a business. It's actually a huge business.
Dude, I guarantee it, because you're simplifying somebody else's life. The second you have, it's like, oh, I don't want to walk to the garbage can, the big trash can.
And what's crazy is the trash companies would charge the apartment complex, but then the apartment complex would charge it would charge it into your rent.
Smart.
So it was already the price of all that was included in your rent for that convenience, right? But who knows how much they were charging you within your rent for that service? Probably overcharging. But
Oh yeah.
so I did that for a couple years. I worked at Target. I also worked as a bus before Target. I worked as a bus boy at a Mexican restaurant. I lasted a week. Because I got the Target offer and Target paid better.
Oh yeah.
But I was the guy at the Mexican restaurant making tortillas in the back. Like, but I wasn't making them from scratch. We'd get like the frozen dough, and then you like throw that bitch in the whatever the little machine is, the little roller machine, and it would come out hot and ready to go at the other end. That's what making tortillas was. But yeah, no, like the pay was shit. Like, I didn't even get any tips. I would get a portion of the tips, because even though anyway.
It's that struggle.
It's
but
that
it's
struggle.
good.
It's that
Makes
struggle.
you,
It's that struggle. I sold insurance. Oh, dude. So I sold insurance, right? You're making me go through my
I love, dude, this is
you're making me like
fascinating.
remember all these like random scenarios, right? That are like, they're deep in there, but they haven't been brought up in a long time. So I sold insurance for State Farm. And it was over in Buda.
Yeah.
And so I sold insurance for State Farm, but I started as like a marketing guy. So what that meant was the agent didn't tell me like where to, like how to do any of this. Like he just kind of told me like, okay, here's what you need to do. Go. If you don't produce leads, like my job was to get leads for the agent so that they can sell them insurance. So, okay, how do I do it? Well, you're going to have to go and find businesses that let you post up outside their places. It could be a gas station. It could be a car dealership. It could be, so now I got to go and try to look for a way to bring business to someone else. Essentially learning like
Hooks.
like learning different parts of how businesses work, right? So I went and I spoke to gas station customers, right? And so I come back to the agent and I said, okay, well, Walmart, there's a Walmart gas station, a Murphy, like they're willing to let me come, and I spoke to the owner. They're willing to let me come for like a couple hours or like post up there for the day if I give people gift cards.
Mm.
So if it's like a win-win type of thing, right?
Yeah, because then Walmart's like, these people are going to come in, even if it's $5 gift card, $10 gift card. They're going to spend more than that.
So I'd go and I'd like pitch that to different gas stations, like, hey, I'll buy all these gift cards. I'll stand out in front at the pumps. I'll go talk to people, and I'll get a quote. I'll ask them for a quote to see if they want to get a quote for insurance. But for the quote, I'll give them a $5 gift card to your gas station. And so that's what I did, right? And the very first time, I was so nervous, man. I was so nervous. I don't know. I don't know if I ever showed you pictures of me back then, dude. But like, I was skinny, like 145, 150 pound dude, like
6 foot.
skinny with like my polo shirt and my fucking Coke bottle glasses, like, and like, you know, I did my hair to the side, so like I looked fucking funny. And like, I walk up to this guy, like the first dude I walk up to in a gas station, man. I walk up to this guy. He's like some redneck dude, big beard, like very, like he had a pickup truck, but like one of those old ones, like an old farmer type pickup truck. Like the dude would like stop you from walking up to him with just his gaze. He like, if he looked at you, you'd probably fucking just stop in your tracks.
It's like a good old boy.
Yes, but I walk up to him, like I surprised him. So my first guy, kind of like, I saw him, I was like, okay, I gotta get him before he like sees me and tells me not to approach him. Like, so I walk up behind the car, and like, this is such a stupid idea, man. And I walk up to him and I was like, hey, how's it going? Like, I didn't know what to say. I had this whole script, and then I froze. Hey, yeah, State Farm? Insurance quote. I forgot how exactly I said it, but it was like, but what I remember was the man like sprung up and was like, don't you ever fucking approach me like that, boy, and this and that. And he was like real, like, he was like, I was like, oh, I'm just trying to see if you want insurance. I got gift cards. Like, if you want to do this. He goes, whatever the fuck you're doing, this ain't, you shouldn't be doing this shit, man. And he said some stuff that was like, I'm trying to remember exactly how he said it. He said something like, you're gonna like this shit you're doing right here, it ain't gonna amount to anything. Like he decided to put me down.
Yeah.
To try and put me down for what I was doing, right? And I was shaking because I got scared.
Yeah, you're young too.
This man scared me, but also his words like really got to me. And so I remember that day, like the words were ringing in my head that I'm not going to amount to anything. And I went like instantly, I went to the bathroom into the gas station, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and like I hyped myself up. I was like, no, you got this. You can do this. You got this. You can, this is just, we just go through the numbers, you know, like that's one person. This is resistance, pretty much. You just go against the resistance. You go against the grain. Otherwise, you know, that's like the thing that I like had in my head was like, if I go against the grain and push through the resistance, then I'll come out better on the other end. You know what I mean? Whatever that means, right?
A lot of people, instead of doing what unfortunately a lot of people will do, it's just quit, because it's like, oh, I can't do this.
Dude,
look, I'm failed already.
I hyped.
Like, nope, learn.
Yep. I hyped myself up, man, and I went back out there, and the first day I got like 15 leads, which was really good. A lot of them were dead leads because I'm just giving people gift cards, right? They're like, oh yeah, I'll get fucking gift cards for like, you know, but I got so good at it. And if the agent sees this shit and recognizes me, he's probably going to laugh or be very upset. One of the two. But what I ended up doing was, so I'd go post up at Walmart. That was like the spot, the Walmart gas station. Cause then I'd be like, hey, $5 Walmart gift card. That's better than $5 for gas. In a lot of people's mind, that's like, hey, you're going to Walmart now. Like, you're going to go spend $5 at Walmart. That could get you, you know, snacks. That's for a quote. Hell yeah, I'll go get some hot Cheetos for fucking quote, dude. So I got so good at selling the idea of or at getting quotes that I wouldn't give them gift cards. And so what I would do is I'd get you to get me a quote, and then when we're done, or I'd get you a quote, and when we're done, I'd take your information, all that stuff, and then I'd take a gift card from my right pocket and I'd put it in my left pocket.
So you just got so good that you didn't even with you're gonna get a gift card.
Like, I only used the gift card for the people that were hesitant. But if I could talk you into like get like the actual, well, that's actually a good thing, right? Because now I'm actually selling the product for what it's supposed to do, which was a good product.
Is a higher chance of conversion too, because they're not. It's not the incentive is like, I'm only doing this for $5. You got them to do it with.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, and then I was getting free Walmart gift cards. So now I've got like I'm making an extra $50, $60 a day on Walmart gift cards, bro. That's a free board game I could buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, feed my fucking addiction. I like board games.
Same.
There you go. That's another one for the list, dude.
I know, just Magic the Gathering. If you play that too, I'm like, God damn it.
Like, fuck. No, I love Magic the Gathering, by the way.
No, same.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's another list.
I know.
Sav, keep score, dude.
Peace out, babe. Just tell Gab bye. We'll ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, we're gonna go search Boys Lab on Google. Can I grab this?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Damn. It's super fascinating, just the journey of going through all of that and learning, refining it, getting really good at it. And it is teaching you business, and even what you do now, all of that led to what you do now. It's just you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until like I started talking about it.
It's the hooks. Because how do you get a successful video? You need a hook. How do I get a hook? You just found out in person, this is what I need to get that hook to get them to pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Same thing for content.
Yeah. In a way, that's but yeah, so I sold that's my insurance story. Then I got promoted to salesman, and I hated it. I liked being out on the street, seeing people face to face, and calling people.
Cold calls are rough.
Cold calls, getting like the quotes from the marketing guy that was out at the gas stations, and then I'm calling everybody, and I just didn't like it. I lasted 2 months as an insurance salesman, and then that's when I went to after that I quit. And then I got that job as a busboy at the restaurant, then to Target, and then worked at Target for a couple of years. Worked my way up the chain a little bit. Got to a point where like I couldn't move up anymore because, well, actually no, I worked my way up to the point where like they wanted me as like the guy who was like structuring their remodel. So like I was the guy that like, when they remodeled the entire store, I had to keep track of each peg in every, this is where the ADHD comes in, man. Like I had to keep track of each peg and in every aisle that they were shifting around and what product goes on that on it. And like the corporate would send in like binders of like blueprints.
Oh God.
And a lot of times there wasn't any info on them. So I had to decode like what J14 means and what item does that go to, and basically put it all together so that the people who were moving the stuff around in the mornings would come in, and they would look at the blueprint and understand like, okay, this peg goes to the side right here, boom, boom, boom. Then this product goes there because I put it all together for them.
That's awesome.
And so I told them, I was like, I'll do this if I can get a team lead position. And by this point, I was, I had already started my YouTube channel, by the way. So I started a YouTube channel while I was working at Target. And when they gave me the promotion, or when they offered me the promotion, I was like, yeah, I'll do the remodel. And then by the time it came for them to execute, they're like, we don't have any room for you as a team lead. And I was like, well, fuck this. I'm out. I got to go somewhere else. I got to go somewhere where I can, like, you know,
Spread your wings.
make my own money, spread my wings. And I got into car sales. The worst fucking, like, if you're a car salesman, you know, like it fucking, it was brutal. I wouldn't
bet,
say
man.
it sucked. It was brutal.
That's I couldn't, especially depending on the lots. Now, if you have like high end cars, I think it's a different experience versus like if you're especially a used car lot. Like now, it can get. I guarantee that's rough as shit as a job.
Yeah. I worked at Hyundai.
Okay.
So we sold new cars and used
Yep.
cars. So I could sell both inventories. But I mean, every day was like getting yelled at by managers, and I mean, it wasn't like this is like, you know, you work a corporate job and everybody's like all suited up, and you got to talk to someone a certain way, because if you don't, then they might call HR because you hurt their feelings. And then, like, you know, like there's a structure, right? There's like a structure, and there's like a level of, I guess, respect that comes along with being at that job, and you expect people to act a specific way. In car sales, it's degeneracy, bro. People showed up fucking coked up to sell cars. People were smoking weed out the back. Fucking the managers would be like, get this shit out. You bring them a bad deal. Like I'd get a customer in, right? And they're like, oh, I'll buy the car if you drop it by $3,000. And I'd bring the deal out. Let me see what my manager says. I'd bring it over to the manager. He'd look at it. He's like, what the fuck is this? Man, go do your job and bring me back a good, and like, you know, like he'd grab the folder and fucking throw it. And, you know, like it was.
Dude, leadership like that is wild to me. I'm like, how the fuck do you? Your employees aren't going to respect you. They don't want to talk to you now.
Yeah.
And you're not helping them grow. They're just throwing shit at you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And so at that point, YouTube became my dream.
Yeah.
Like during the Target days, YouTube became my dream. It didn't start off as like, it started off as a thing I've really like, I really want this, and I think I know where this is going to head if I keep doing it the way I want to do it. And so going back to the YouTube thing, like I was making videos every day on top of working at Target. You know, I'd make videos on a daily basis, because I was like, you know what, I might not have the talent, especially starting off. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it every day. Because
that's wild.
If I can't out talent the big guys, then I'm going to outwork them.
Yeah.
And I became obsessed with it to the point where I was recording, editing, uploading every day on top of my full-time job.
I forgot you did every day. That's wild.
There's a library of unlisted videos. I actually have a series in my channel where I go back through and I kind of like reminisce on, and I do one every year. I was doing one every year until I caught up to where I am, but yeah. And so I built up a library of, I think, about between 900 and 1,000 unlisted videos that are in my channel. Full Let's Plays, like everything, the whole shebang, fully edited videos. I unlisted them because I wanted to start over.
Yeah.
But I was doing it every day, man. It was brutal. I was going,
and what's crazy is you were editing on top of everything
hell
else.
Yeah, dude. I had to do it, man. If I was gonna learn what it is about me that I want to sell to people, I had to do it all myself. To start off with, I also didn't have the capital to pay for an editor.
Oh, fuck no.
You know, and I don't fucking, you know, like YouTube is also not making me any money.
I think that's a lot of people think, I'll skip editing. I'll just hire an editor. You learn so much through that process.
Yes.
You learn how you look when you talk, what shit you do, you're bad at, and you're like, oh,
exactly.
Okay, I'll stop doing that. It makes post process. You get really efficient at post process during filming because during it, you already know all the mistakes you usually make. You're like, not making that. I won't do that. Or you'll catch it really quick. But, I'll keep filming, but here's how I'll tie it in. Versus if you didn't know, you didn't edit, you're just passing that off to your editor. They're not going to fucking know. They're like,
Exactly. And then you don't know.
nope.
And then your videos don't come out the way you want them. And you don't know why. And that's the worst part is you don't know why.
Yeah, and when you try to give direction, now you have fucking no idea how to give direction. Like, well, make it better.
Most editors, they need direction.
Yep.
Unless they've been working with you for a long time and they know your style and they know what to do. Like, it takes a long time to build up an editor like that. Most editors are going to need direction. And if you don't know what to tell them, I fired a lot of editors because they couldn't match what I wanted from the output. And that's not a diss on them. That's just I learned what it is that I wanted.
Yeah. And you find out a really good way to communicate it. I was just talking with, man, who was that? It was the other day, just showing during our, the live tour poster. So even how that was made, I had our guy just kick me up a rough. I was like, hey, just kick me up a rough poster. Here's what I'm thinking. World War II, blah, make it match the Saving Private Ryan poster. Here's the characters. So he did it. Kicks is like this. And it's halfway there. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Okay. And then I just do scrap, cut, move shit around and plop it. And I'm like, here's the layout I want, but make it feel more like this. Instantly he gets it because I'm showing him or I'll draw it just with a quick sketch. I need it like this really quick. Got it. And he's like, fuck yeah, cool, good to go. Versus if you don't know that, you just look at it and be like, that looks good. Because you don't know it's bad or good. You're like, okay, I'll just, that's that guy, I pay him to do this. Obviously he knows better than me. And you don't have the, it's like almost that backbone to stand up for what makes you in that process, like the editing.
Right.
Some people are like, oh, well, the editor says that's good. So, okay, that's good. Where I'm like, nope, change this. I need to cut right here. I need a punch and shot. XYZ. Got it? And they're like, okay, cool. They kick it back. They're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because you know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
And you get to a point where like you learn your craft to the point where you can see it in your head before you even like put it into Premiere to edit it, you know?
Yeah, it's that rare talent. I'm sure you have found out. I'm assuming you're like me. You have the shots, everything in your head during it because you already know what it looks like in post.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I will tell you, like here's the angles.
For specific videos that I like, especially for the boys.
Yeah, when you're out and about.
For the boys, we sometimes do a lot of editor notes while we're in filming because I want something to look as a specific way.
Yeah.
You know, as for example, when we went through the asylum, one of the asylums in Australia, the Airedale Asylum video, we did a part where we explored a specific haunted hallway, right? And the idea was to take a film camera and use only the flash from the film camera in different intervals as you're walking down the hall. You're walking down the hall in pitch darkness, and then ching, and then you like let it build, right? You don't just cut to the next fucking thing. Like you gotta let it build, and you gotta do the type of music you put in the background. Everything's got a
fatal frame.
It's got I thought about that. I thought about that before we made it. I wanted that specific scene. I guess it was scene, but these videos are unscripted. I'm making it sound like it's a scripted fucking thing, but you know, an idea comes like that, and I'm like, I want to make this happen. If something comes out of it that we weren't expecting, like a fucking ghost, like we see a shadow in the fucking corner of a picture, then even better. But I want this tension for this specific thing that I want to do, right? Yep. And if you don't have the I guess the idea fully fleshed out in your mind, and you don't have the capacity to verbalize that to the people that are editing it for you, or the way that you want it done, it's not going to come out the way you want it.
Nope.
No. Yeah.
God, that's awesome. It's just being there. I guarantee you, seeing that hallway, if it's a long, dark hallway, and you're like, oh shit, let's do this. I got an idea. Okay, we'll use the disposable. We'll walk here, click.
Yep.
No light outside of it. Walk up,
Yeah.
and you're hoping for either way. It's the buildup. It's the suspense.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
if something pops up, then it's like
Then it's fuck yeah. Let's build from that. What did we just see,
Exactly.
bro? Fuck.
you're like fuck yes. So you did. It was God again. Every day editing and shooting, all leading up to which is it makes that story even wild. Of hey, I'm gonna jump ship and do something a new channel.
Yep. I did it every day. Up until that point where so to give you a timeline, right? So my YouTube channel started in 2016. We just hit 10 years, by the way.
Congratulations.
My 10-year anniversary. I say me. I hit 10 years on YouTube. Started in 2016, was still working at Target, and then transitioned into working at the car dealership. And that's the thing that I internalized was, even though I have these jobs and even though that's not my end goal, I'm still going to work my ass off because this is what I signed up for. And it's just my own character. That's just how I function. I'm going to give it my all. Because by the time I leave, I heard someone say this and I took it, I internalized it, right? And it was when you quit your job, you want to become irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave your job, you want to be the guy that's going to take like 2 people to replace you, right? I don't know if I ever got there or not, but what I do know is that I was constantly top 3 salesman. I might have missed a few months here and there, but I was constantly top 3 salesman. So I was lining up deals. I was lining up customers so that I can use the rest of my time editing my videos. And they fucking hated it, man. You remember these managers I'm talking about, right? Like one of them looks at me, he goes, "You don't make $300,000 a year like me? You ain't ever gonna do that shit by doing what you're doing right now." And I got pissed off at him for saying that to me. He's like, "Do you have any idea how much talent you're wasting by just being on that computer all fucking day?" They couldn't fire me because I was still selling cars.
Yeah, you're on the podium. No one could say shit to you.
They couldn't say shit. All they could do was try to encourage me to sell more cars. And anyway, so I got pissed off at him for saying that, and I think what I said back to him was like, "Oh, well, this is just a stepping stone for me." It's like selling cars is a stepping stone for me. I had a vision for something bigger for me, right? And I said that to him, and he got so mad. He stopped giving me deals like he used to. He used to get customers that were like old friends of his and whatever. So when a manager gets a customer, they pick a salesman. And if you're tight with them, they'll bring it to you. That's free money.
Yeah.
Because it's a for sure deal. He stopped bringing me those kinds of deals after that. He used to bring me those deals all the time. Him and I were tight. But when I said that, it got under his skin. I could tell it got under his skin. And he hated that. But now that I've said that, I gotta do something, now I gotta start showing results in some way, right? I gotta produce because I've just talked the talk. Like, there's another thing to add fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? And so every day I was like, I was so excited to get in and make my videos. I was so excited to go to the car dealership so that I can edit my videos. My YouTube channel at the time was, I think it made like in its first year, it made less than $300.
Yep.
And then the second year, it also made, I mean, it was hardly making anything. I couldn't even I don't think I could claim it on taxes. I don't even know how that shit works, but I didn't make enough money to even be able to claim it on taxes.
Yep. Yeah, it was under $1,000.
It was something like that. Yeah. But then, an idea came to me that was, using Fortnite at the time was like massive. I mean, it was like it was at its peak.
Ninja and all those.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I could do some funny voices here and there. I could imitate some characters. So they ended up being like, looking back at those videos, they're so cringe. But I was imitating, like, I was doing voice trolling on Fortnite, and I tried a couple of those videos, and I was like, what it entailed was you go into a public lobby of Fortnite, and then you start talking like a character, and you're just role playing a character. Like I was doing like SpongeBob and fucking Elmo, and annoying the shit out of people, and trying to get like good clips.
Yeah.
It was just clip farming. And some of them, actually, some of those videos got like millions of views. Oh shit! It's like, man, whoa, that's huge for a channel like mine, man. That's been waiting for a big break. I just didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
So instead of continuing to feed the algorithm what it wanted, which was more of those, I would upload Once Human Part 27. 30 minutes long, like, and then it would get like 300 views, and so what I'm doing then is,
because you don't fucking know. Like, a lot of
I don't
people
know.
don't realize the algorithm.
No,
It'll tell
because-
you, it's like, do this. And you're like, oh, now I can do what I want to.
yeah,
Fucking takes it. And you're like, huh.
exactly, because in my head, but the reason I did it was because in my head, I wanted to be a YouTuber that could play whatever he wanted, and people would watch, similar to the ones that I told you I was inspired by, like
Markiplier's
like
a great
Dashy
example.
Game, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like those big names. Those are household names now in the gaming space, right? But I saw what the only I guess blueprint that I had for what I wanted to do was them. So in my head, I'm like, oh, they upload this kind of stuff. They have variety type content. I can do it that way as well. And what I didn't know is that I was actually killing my channel by doing that. I was, it's like if you're going to AMC, tuning into AMC to watch The Walking Dead, but instead they show an episode of Friends. No one's going to fucking watch it.
No.
Because that's not what they went there for.
They subscribe to unsubscribe, like, oh, that was a one-off. I don't give it. All
Yeah,
this other stuff I
exactly.
don't care about.
But every time I'd upload a voice trolling video, it'd get a bunch of views. But then I would kill all the momentum by uploading random games that by the time the more I would upload the voice trolling videos, they were doing less and less and less views. Because
Other video.
the algorithm's just doing what it does. It's recommending me less because people are less interested over time because of the stuff I'm uploading. And but that's when I made my first big paycheck, though.
It's just those stories of, it's what, like Nick telling his story, or any of the guests, Cody, Brandon, fucking God, Nico, everyone just tells their story that they're not used to. They're used to the internet personality. They don't know the struggles, and it makes it more relatable because it's inspiring because it is, oh shit, I can do that. Like, this guy went through the struggles I am going through now. And if he got through that just with hard work, and he's admitted it sucked, and like, there are moments where you're like, am I making a mistake? But you just keep pushing through. And they take that and they're like, oh shit, I want to do that. And I get DMs. I'm like, man, I started this. Like, I watched one of the episodes, and because of that, I started this. And now 6 months later, a year later, I'm actually doing it for a living, or I'm making money at least. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I love that you're doing this, man, because the way you go about these podcasts and the stories you try to get out of people, even on unsubscribe and here as well, I think it highlights a different part of, I guess, the quote unquote success that people reach, because you're getting into like the nitty gritty of things, and you're not, we're not just talking about YouTube.
A lot of
You
people
know, it's a personal story.
yeah, and a lot of people, what I've noticed is it's that, oh man, it must be nice just doing a podcast. They don't realize how much work goes
No.
into making a
Oh, I
successful
can't.
YouTube channel, because it's like, oh, lucky you. And you're like, homie, do you know how many hours is spent a week on this shit? Because I guarantee you're like me, where it's at least 80 hours a week minimum work,
dude, it's yeah.
period.
I mean, I don't keep track of it. All I know is like I track how much work I'm doing by my lack of sleep. So the more tired I feel, the more I know like, oh, I'm doing something. I'm like doing something. You know, this is I know this process. You know, but I live in that. You know, I live in that state.
Yeah,
That state thrives me.
I still will have. I've into last year, I was up till 6 a.m. editing because something happened. Editor like messed up on something. I was like, it's gonna be just faster if I do this, and we're deadlines. So I'm gonna take over the edit.
Yeah.
So like, hey, kick me the raws. I'll do the rest. Get it out, and they're like, holy shit! I'm like, there, it's done. But kick it out, and then Sav walks out. It's like 6, 7 in the morning. I finally sit down on the couch and I fall asleep till 10 because I had a meeting, and she's like, you just pulled an all-nighter? I was like, yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Way harder at 41, by the way. Not as much fun now. those way more rough now.
Trust me, I'm getting there because nowadays I'm like, when I see my kid go to bed, I'm like, okay, I've got a limited amount of time before I have to go to bed because she's gonna wake me up in the morning, and you know, if I'm gonna be getting up by the baby alarm at 8 a.m., I better have gotten at least like 6 hours minimum. You know, like nowadays I care about my sleep a lot more, especially with the baby, because I gotta be a functioning dad.
Yep.
You know, on top of everything else. Yeah, like I'm gonna start crying again. Oh man.
So you're making. So this is the first year that you made money. So those big videos started popping off, and it was like,
oh, dude, I made like $5,000 in a month off of these voice trolling videos, right? I finally got my first bit, but my first big paycheck was big. It was $5,000. Now is it okay to talk numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. I was making like the most I ever made selling cars was my biggest month. I made like $8,000.
yeah,
That was like, but I sold like 25 plus cars in 1 month to get there.
that's like a car a day.
So on average, I was getting like $4,000 a month on average.
Yeah.
And that's like before taxes. So making $5,000 from something that you have been working on for years at this point, it's been like 3 years, I think. No, yeah, it's like 2 or 3 years. That's huge, man. I was like, man, just thinking about it, like I get goosebumps thinking about this moment because I remember like I have it in my head exactly like where the laptop was when I found this out and how I like showed everyone and everyone freaked out. Like a month later, so Gabby's my wife, by the way. At this point, she got a promotion at her job. She got a job offer, but it was in San Antonio. So she had to move there. And I was like, oh, perfect timing. I can move cities because now I can be mobile.
Yeah.
And I can
do
like
this anywhere.
I was like, okay, I'm making $5,000 a month. I've got 20 grand saved from my from selling cars. I got a big cushion. I'll still contribute my part of the rent. We'll rent a house in San Antonio, and we'll I can now do YouTube full time.
Yep.
So,
naturally, this won't go down. This is the made 5,000 only up from here.
It's only up from here, baby. It's only up from here. We're going to the moon. Moved to San Antonio. The next month, I'm now a full-time YouTuber, by the way. Oh man, that month was so big, dude. I was celebrating, and I was now making videos like with a different energy. At a different energy now, because now I've leveled up.
Yep.
You know, I've leveled up. I'm full time. I'm doing it. This is the thing I've always wanted. A month later, I make $800. Uh oh. I wasn't ready, man. Turns out I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it yet. But it had to happen, right?
Yep.
It had to happen. So this is April of 2019. I moved to San Antonio. Channel starts to go down in numbers. So now I'm like, reality sets in. It's like, oh, this was just a big, it was just a big video, like a big couple of videos, right?
It was a one-off.
Yeah, yeah. It was a one-off thing. The voice trolling videos did well. Nothing else is doing well. So I'm trying horror. I'm trying everything. I'm trying all sorts of things on the channel. I'm trying skits. I'm trying like, I'm doing everything I can to save it, and nothing's sticking. Nothing is sticking, and the channel's like going lower and lower in views. I mean, it got to a point where I was uploading a video and I'd be lucky to get 100 views in the first day.
Yeah, and for the people out there, you don't realize what that does to your mental health too. When your numbers go from I got 1 million views, and now realizing every day you are working and uploading, but now it's like 1 million views. Okay, I got another big one, but now it's 100 views in a day.
Yeah, but now you're going to work for nothing almost.
Yep.
You know, well, quote unquote, nothing. But I still had this like belief that like, oh, I've worked all these years. I've put everything into this. This is still my dream. I still believe in this dream. But it was hard, man. I think I was depressed. I don't fucking know. I didn't get an official diagnosis or anything, but it was hard to go to sleep every night. It was hard to go to sleep knowing that like tomorrow I'm gonna make another video and wait for those results, and then you're just gonna get punched in the gut. Mm-hmm. Every video that was doing worse and worse was just another punch in the gut. It's like, oh, it makes you question like, why am I doing this again? Like, why am I doing this? You know? So having to, and then Gabby would be at work. So not only am I depressed making videos, but I'm depressed making videos and alone, left to my own devices for most of the day. So I got no one to talk to. So I'm just like sitting there fucking just being depressed and alone, like crying, watching Finding Nemo in the living room, eating popcorn while my videos are making 100 views. You know what I mean? Like,
So right. Just an hour, like it's spending 10 hours on something for film, edit, all that, and then you look at the
about
check.
10 hours.
Yeah, and then you look and it pays you a quarter, like literally a nickel.
Yeah,
and you're like, well,
yeah.
I made 20 cents off of 10 hours of work. Fuck me.
Yep. And that lasted from April all the way to August. So April, May, June, July, August. April, May, June, July, August. Yes, that's like
Brutal.
It's about 4 months of everyday uploads that I was still editing and uploading.
That mental health, fucking rough.
In hopes of something working, and watching my bank account drop because I still have to pay rent. I still have to, contribute. Because I sure as hell was not going to be the guy that was going to ask she wasn't my wife at the time, but I know she would have helped. She's the most amazing fucking woman ever. She would have helped if I would have said like, hey, I can't pay the rent this month. I'm sure she would have tried to help, but I couldn't. My pride just wouldn't let me.
Mexican pride, homie.
It's that Mexican pride, bro. You know, like I'd rather fucking
anything
other than ask for this month's rent because I couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna. I couldn't submit to that. I couldn't submit to that mentality, which is why I had a cushion to begin with. But it got to the point where every day. Oh, by the way, every day I saved money by eating like shit meals. So one meal a day was Soylent.
Godspeed, bro.
Talk about like, yeah, I was there, man. I was drinking 1 bottle of fucking Soylent every day for these few months. Like,
and that was it. That was
one of my meals.
It's I've told it before, real quick, but that's when I met Freddie and had that changing the trajectory of my life was when I met Freddie, and it was a ticket to PAX for $120 for the 3-day pass, and I asked my guy I was doing YouTube Gallagher with, I was like, hey, do you want to come? He's like, no, it's a waste of money. I was like, okay, but it was PAX West, and I knew YouTubers and video game creators would be there, and by chance, Freddie was going up an escalator as I was going down. I was like, holy shit. And then he was like, we're going to play video games, so come watch us. I went upstairs, talked. Then we just magically ran into each other 4 other times throughout the day. And because of that and being able to interact and taking that chance, it's the next year they're like, hey, do you want to come hang out? But that $120, I said, I was like, oh shit, I won't be able to eat for a week or 2 weeks. Right, and baby mama will be taken care of. I just won't be able to eat. I'll have to like do rice or like ramen, like bare minimum, and gas is full now. Okay, so I'll just be broke for the next 2 weeks if I can YOLO this shit. But if I didn't take that risk, like you're saying, it's like I just ate Soylent because I had to make that money last to provide or help provide.
Yep.
And then you came out at the other side just still fucking strong and kicking ass.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And then but that's the sacrifice that you took, right? That's a sacrifice that you took for yourself, and you put meaning behind that sacrifice, because it wasn't just a sacrifice for you to fuck off, right? It wasn't just it wasn't just something you did for fun. It was something you did because you had the belief that something bigger was going to come out of it, you know? And you know, a lot of times that works and a lot of times that doesn't work, but at the end of the day, like it's a risk. It's a risk, right? So I took that. That was my way of risking it, right? It was, hey, how can I save money to keep the dream alive? I wasn't investing anything into my videos other than my time. I already had all the equipment I needed. I had bought everything that I needed, but I still had rent to pay. So like, how can I prolong this so that I had my channel on a lifeline, dude. Yeah. Looking back at it now, my fucking channel was on a lifeline. My whole career was on a lifeline. But yeah, so I started coming up with different ideas. Like, hey, you know, I heard that if you start a new channel, like YouTube will give it preference if it gets massive amounts of views. Like, but how can I get those things to happen? I was like, at some point I thought about making a rap channel where I would like rap like a SoundCloud artist pretty much, but it's just on YouTube, you know. I didn't know
Epic
what SoundCloud.
Rap battles of history.
Yeah, I thought about making like a rap channel and just like start rapping. It's just like
So what?
It's just like but that's what's all the ideas that were coming to me. You know what I mean? Like, and virtual reality kept popping up. Virtual reality kept popping up because I'd done virtual reality videos, but the only other virtual reality channels that at the time were starting to rise were Josh and Mully. And I also noticed, so I started using TikTok as well as like a...
Smart.
Because TikTok at the time didn't have much gaming content. There was a lot more eyes on TikTok than content. TikTok had just been, it was, I think it might have been the first year of TikTok after it,
what was it
after it changed from Musical.ly.
Musical.ly, there it is.
Yeah, it was Musical.ly before. And so I started uploading clips of my videos, and it just wasn't hitting off, right? And then, yeah, so I was using TikTok. I was learning a new algorithm as well. So I had all this information of experiences and things in my head, but I just didn't have, I guess, the right path to put all that energy into, because my channel wasn't working, the TikTok wasn't working, and nothing was working that I was trying. I just needed that channel, right? And by channel, I don't mean like a YouTube channel. I mean like the vessel to put it all into, put all that energy into. And sure enough, man, it got to a point where I was so far down in my my bank account got to like $5,000, and I told Gabby that month, I'll never forget this conversation because this is very important. This is like looking back at it, this was like the crossroads of my life, of my career. I went up to Gabby one day and I was like, I might have been sobbing. I might have watched Finding Nemo before I said this to her, but I went up to her and I said, "Hey, so things just aren't really working right now with the channel. I've put all this effort into it, and nothing's coming out of it. I've got about $5,000 left in the bank account. That means this might be the last month that I can do this full time." I get emotional thinking about this. I said, I could go back to selling cars. I'm sure they'll take me back. They were texting me, man. They were saying like, "Come back," you know, like,
Yeah,
when are you gonna come back? Fuckers. Never.
that lights the fire, though.
Oh man. And so I said, I can either go back to selling cars. They'll take me back. It's the one thing I know how to do. I know how to sell. Or do you know this YouTube thing that I've been working on that hasn't worked for the last 3-4 years?
Yeah.
I got an idea of starting all over again. I said, but this is going to be I have a plan.
It's different.
I've learned it's different. It's gaming, but it's different. It's virtual reality, and I'm going to call it Eddie VR. And I have a plan to just fire away with TikTok on a brand new channel. And I believe this is it. This is the, by the way, I don't know how like spiritual you are, but I'm a spiritual person. I don't follow religion, but I'm a spiritual person. And I remember during those nights where I felt really depressed, I would pray, and I would pray for I prayed for a group of friends that had the same goal as I did, that I could feed off of. Not like ride a coattails or anything like that, right? But like a group of friends that we could create things together.
Yeah.
That we could thrive together. And I used to pray real hard for that. Like, I have the boys now. I just didn't know how it was all going to come to life, but I was
still praying for it.
I prayed for it. It's so interesting, man. It's so like, it's another thing that just reinforces my spirituality. Because a lot of this had a lot of behind the scenes prayer and I guess, just, and
it's the doubt, the prayer, it's asking for, because depending on the previous at the dealership, it's not like those weren't your homies. Like you're not hanging out and you're like, fuck, I just want a good group. Why do people have to be this? Why is the work environment this way? I just wish I had really good friends that I could connect with. We all align, because that is rare. It is fucking rare to find a group of boys or girls, friends that you all align. You all work hard. You all have like that same inspiration where you're like, oh, I want to do bigger things. I don't know how far. I just want to see how far I can take it. And it's rare, because a lot of people are just, and it's that entrepreneur mindset versus like that worker bee or not. And there are people that is needed, and you should be proud of that. Like 9 to 5 and making the world go around. Like, it's hard to relate to that though. From my perspective, I'm like, oh man, I can't. Like,
everybody's wired different.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's wired different, and everybody, you know, success to me is a realization of a worthwhile dream or goal. Mm-hmm. It isn't like achieving a monetary amount, or it isn't achieving any, I don't see it that way. You know, I know people who are successful in their life and they have jobs, you know, like there's also people who have success in their life. They've achieved their own version of success and they don't have a job. Yeah. You know, like that's just, it's
It's a journey.
The worthwhile realization of fucking hell. Is this why I don't say quotes, bro? Because I fuck them up every time.
Same.
I read this in a book somewhere a long time ago. It's the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream or goal. That's what that's what I was trying to look for. But I fucking every time I can't fucking think of quotes, dude. This is why I don't try to get inspirational on videos.
Dude, it's wild when I see people that are really good at it. I get to watch Brandon and how he can talk and in public and now really professional, and they look at me. It's weird because if I have to go on stage for the live show, and like Brandon, now it's been 3 times where his team, they didn't have somebody to introduce Brandon to get him on stage. And they're like, Eli, can you? I'm like, oh, okay. Like I go up and they're like, isn't that nerve wracking? I'm like, well, I just don't care. I don't think about it. And I just have to talk about my buddy real quick. And I can do that. And then Cody, the exact opposite. He's like, fuck me. I don't want a whole bunch of people. I'm now terrified. So it's, yeah. The journey though is, I think, find something that makes you happy. Find a dream. Don't settle and just be like, oh, I just want to wake up, go to work, go to bed. That's it. I'll watch TV. Like, find something that makes you happy. Have a passion.
Yeah.
Pour energy into that passion. It might not take off to a business, but you're going to be infinitely more happy in the long run, because then you can talk about it. You might meet other individuals that have the same passion, maybe woodworking, whatever it is, chess.
Yeah.
Chase it, learn, better yourself each and every day. And that's what the biggest thing for me is, just better yourself. Just better yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's just what we were made to do, was just to express the best version of us that we can. That's what we're here to do, I think. You know? But yeah, so back to Gabby and me telling her this and her reaction, dude. She's such an angel. She looked at me and she said, I support you 100%. And if you want my opinion, you've already busted your ass off to get this far. Do it. Start another channel. Do what you believe is going to, as long as you're chasing your dream, I'm going to support that 100%. That's what she said to me.
That's a real one right there.
That's a real one. That's a real one, man. That's a real one.
So rare.
The following, so I started Eddie VR. I started Eddie VR, and I started making TikToks with this new concept, this channel, and I was inspired by Josh and Mully, but I wasn't copying their stuff because I knew that hadn't worked up until the point, right? Like trying to be like all these other YouTubers. No, I was inspired by the work they were doing, and I made it my own.
Good.
Ended up finding that the audience really liked it when I switched to Spanish in the middle of sentences. So when I spoke Spanglish, the audience really resonated with that. And so that's a clue for me instantly, right? Like, oh, if they like that, then maybe I should do more of it. I didn't listen to these clues before, like I wasn't ready for these kinds of opportunities, right? So now I have the opportunity to please the audience with something that is me. Let's do more of that. And so I started like switching up English and Spanish in my videos. So to give you an example, I was playing a virtual reality game with there's a virtual girlfriend. I don't know if I've told you this story before, but it's a virtual story, a virtual girlfriend simulator where it's actually a gooner game. It's actually a gooner game. Like you have like how I don't know how explicit can we get in these?
Oh yeah,
videos?
go for it.
Okay, you have a virtual dick.
Oh no shit! So it's a full on.
It's a full on game. This is a full on game. But the reason I chose to make content with this is because before the action starts, you have this entire section where you walk into this room, and then this this anime girl walks in, and she's like, oh, she starts talking to you and wants to play with you and this and that. She sits next to you and like, sweet talks you, and then she like goes and tries to grab a book. But then there's like, she has skirt physics. So it's a very detailed game, right? But it's also physics based. So like her hair moves when you flow your virtual hand through it. So I decided to use this as a way to like make funny content, right?
Genius idea.
So I'm like, she's like puckers up to go for a kiss, right? So I'm like leaning in to give this virtual girl a kiss, and I noticed that you can like move her hair, and like I'm just sitting there, instead of kissing her, like slapping her hair back and forth, and then like I go past her face and into her head, where you can see like the big eyeballs, like
circle, yeah.
I went through her to see inside her skull, and like I was just laughing my ass off, right? And then she goes and lays down, and she pulls out like a big wand, and instead of like actually using it the way they wanted it to, like I grabbed the vibrator and I started like interviewing her instead. Like, oh, I pretended I didn't know what it was. I was like, what's this, a microphone? Like, what's up, bitch? Like, I started interviewing her. And then at some point she lays down and she's asking for things. And I noticed that you can slap her boobs and they jiggle. So I started like saying, pendeja, wake up, I'm not doing this shit. So I started like talking in Spanish like my mom would talk to me. And I tried to go for a slap. And my hand went across her chest, and I slapped her boob, and it fucking jiggled, and I like reacted to it. I started laughing my ass off because I didn't know this would happen. So I started like reacting in Spanish. I'm yelling at this girl to stop being such a hoe, like my mom would to me. And people loved it, dude. And so the clips got like millions of views on TikTok.
Oh, I bet.
And I was like, okay, so and all of them the feedback is they love it when I switch to Spanish. So then my videos became more focused on using my best version of me, and that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I? Like, what do I? Okay, I grew up in a community where everybody spoke Spanglish. I'm from Mexico. Like I know Spanish, and I like, this is just who I am, and I'm bringing my culture into the videos in my own way, and people resonated with that, and I found that this part of my culture was not resonant in YouTube in the US, at least. Like there wasn't a lot of representation for Latinos on YouTube like that, so if I can like carry that and I guess like, just highlight those aspects of my culture that are beautiful, but like also absurd, and make it funny and this and that. And so I just took what I knew and put it out there for people. And then I didn't really have to think much anymore. Like making videos became easier because I was just doing me.
Mm-hmm.
I found my voice, but also let's not deny that TikTok was very young at the time, booming like crazy, brought all those eyes back to YouTube. Eddie VR in the first month of its life made 20K.
Dude, that would have been that, and I guarantee that's like one of those crying moments. And also, fuck. I did it. It happened. And I'm not, and it's the same video, and every video's nailing it.
Yeah.
And now you have people's like, oh, they're saying your name. It's not like, oh, random funny guy. It's, oh, I love when Eddie does this. I love this.
And what do they know about me? It's like, oh, I'm the dude, I'm the Mexican guy from The Boys that, that's my thing. That's me. That's just, but it's not a thing I made up. It's just a thing it's just a part of me, And what's funny is throughout making all of those videos, I tried very different things. I had a alter ego that was just me with a fake mustache, a poncho, and a really big straw hat. And I would like speak with like a very thick Mexican accent. But like I would speak like a drunk Tio at a party, right? And then so like so Sauce Eddie was just that was my old YouTube channel, but like that me Sauce Eddie would like get upset, and like his name was like Eduardo Salsa. It's just Sauce Eddie. It's just Sauce Eddie in Spanish, right? And I just had like this alter ego that was just a very absurd Mexican version of me that I tried to get it to be a thing, but it just never worked. And I also tried to be like other YouTubers in my own way. I tried it, right? And it never worked. But when things finally clicked, it was when all of those trying to be like anyone else disappeared. And it was just marrying those two personas, which is who I am to begin with, and put it all out there. I found my voice. And through that process of finding my voice, I found success on YouTube, in a platform where you can express yourself.
It's all those little things along the journey that you incorporated, probably without realizing it. You just learned it. Algorithm. Oh, those notes of, oh shit, when I did this, it worked. But, well, I want to make these videos.
Mm-hmm.
You're killing your own algorithm. You learn through that. If you, that's 5 months of really struggling where you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, this is it. Like, I got an idea. Do you trust me? And Gabby being a gangster, just how rare she is. Like, an individual is like, is so rare. And you guys are a great example of a proper relationship, because it's rare. I mean, I'm big on therapy, big on relationship, big on communication. So I rarely see couples that support each other like that. And that's what I always tell people, like, if they're in relationships, oh, I'm happy. I'm like, you bitch about them a lot, or you guys are fighting half the time. Why? That's not a relationship. Yeah, it is. That's love. I'm like, no, it should be like, they should support you and you should support them equally. And they have your back no matter what. And like, you to have that is, I mean, she was part of that success.
Yeah. Yeah. She's an angel, man. She's an angel. I wouldn't be here without her.
No,
100%. And I fully recognize that, which is why I married her and why we work.
Yep.
You know,
it's your ride or die.
I would, yeah, no, she's my wife and she's my best friend.
Dude. And it's again, if you're like me, which I'm assuming you like being home with your spouse. I love being home. Yeah.
I love being at home with her. Like,
and some friends,
most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah. You still need your little.
Come on, listen. Right, Gabby?
Yeah. Both of you guys still gotta break away a little bit, and then boom. But you love being home because it's I gotta go hang out with my best friend. Like,
yeah,
that's it. And it's so rare. And that's one thing I always try to tell people. I'm like, relationships, there's a little work, but it shouldn't be a lot. If it is a lot, it's probably just not your person. It's find your person.
Yeah.
Communicate. See what you guys get along with. Do they actually support you?
Yeah.
Do you guys get along? Do you stuff relatable? Like,
yeah.
And if that's the thing, you shouldn't regret going home. I had those like in the past where like pull up home, bad relationships. You're like,
ugh. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to go in the house.
You know what? I heard someone say a long time ago when I was very young. They said, when you don't find someone who can make you happy, and you don't find someone that you can make happy, you're not there to make them happy, and they're not there to make you happy. You find your happiness, and then you find someone who is already happy so that you can share your happiness together.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's worked out.
I mean, you
it's
probably
worked
see it.
out. It's worked out. You know, I mean, that's not to say that we don't have, like, everybody has their
you're gonna
their own.
have your fucking. You're a
Everybody has
human.
their troubles. Everybody has their relationship issues and
You
all
fight
that
with your
stuff. But
friends.
like,
That's,
yeah, exactly,
you fight with everyone. It's gonna happen.
exactly. It gets rocky sometimes,
Yeah.
like, and but the willingness to work through that for what's the goal here? What's the goal here? Like, are we? You're either gonna split up or you're gonna spend the rest of your life together. Like, those are the only two options.
Literally.
When you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, not even a wife, when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, when I thought about this, you're either gonna stay together for the rest of your life or you're gonna break up.
So why waste time on that?
So yeah, exactly.
I would be so quick during dating, and I was very big on like, we're not in a relationship until I know 100%. Hey, yes, we will do this, but I'm not going to rush it. It's like I had 6 months. I won't even put a story with somebody because I'm like, there's so many people now, and then you're introducing the outside world. It's a lot of stress, drama, blah. So I'd be like, no. And then I was just very quick on, this is not for me. We can't even communicate really well. I can dump in 6 months, a year, 3 years, or as you're saying, you're either going to be together forever or you're breaking up. I'm not wasting the time with the breakup thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'll just
find the real ones as soon as you can.
Yeah, and lock them down.
Or when you find the real one.
Yes.
When you find that person for yourself, lock it down, dude.
Yeah. Don't rush it. Just take time. There's no, because how long did you guys date before we were married? Because you were big on, you wanted to provide.
I wanted to make sure, well, that was just my own goal. My own goal was I wanted to make sure that I had my career figured out, I wanted to make sure that if I was going to marry someone, 'cause I'm a committed person.
Yep.
I'm not going to marry someone if there's a chance of divorce. Like, that's just not in my head. If I'm going to marry you, I'm going to make my vows and I'm going to stick by those vows. That's just who I am. And I told Gabby, like, we were together for, 7 or 8 years before I married her. And that wasn't because I didn't love her or because I didn't want to marry her. It was because I wasn't ready to make a promise and not deliver.
Yep.
That was my goal. And she stood by it, and here we are,
And it's that rushing of 4 years for me and Sav to get engaged. It's like 4 years just to get engaged, and then now we still have not talked about wedding plans.
Yeah,
and we'll figure it out when we do. But it's just there's no rush. A piece of paper is not going to change a fucking thing.
Exactly.
I'm like, when we have a kiddo, we'll have a kiddo.
Exactly. It's just getting married is just a tax benefit, dude.
Exactly.
That's all that is. When you have kids, tax benefit.
God, what was the reaction? What was the reaction when you came home and you told her, it's like, we made 20 grand the first month?
We were actually in the car on our way to a family vacation. Like go to Galveston.
Yeah.
For a weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our family vacation. We're gonna go camping at the beach. That's what that trip was. And I'll never forget the feeling of looking at my analytics. That was she was driving, and I was looking, and I was like, oh my God. It's like, holy shit. Like, we both just like jumped up and down. Like, we did it. Like, we found something. It wasn't we did it. It was we found something. We found the thing. We found something that making videos became fun.
Yep.
And it was fun before it like reached. When I started doing Eddie VR, it was the most fun I've ever had before it even like reached anything. Like just things just working. The dream was still alive, and the only difference was that now, after all these years, it finally started paying. And
To be yourself, you're getting paid.
yeah, through I here I go again with quotes. Through the years, I heard another quote that was, when success comes, and this was from a successful person. They said, when success comes, it comes so fast and so abundantly. When money comes, it comes so fast and so abundantly that you'd wonder where it has been hiding through all those lean years.
That's a beautiful quote. Because you go, I don't know how poor, like I grew up hella poor. But as you're saying, it is, it's such an eye-opening experience when it does happen. Like those first big checks, you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Holy shit. Like, because it
Well,
is life-changing money to us,
well,
especially at that
yeah,
time.
yeah. And Eddie VR reached 5 million subscribers in the first year.
Which fucking wild. Like
Um,
insanity, dog.
Josh Dubb and Mully and the other boys, like they, I mean, you've heard their stories as well, but like everybody, the group of friends, like we got together, we through VR, we met each other and we built these videos that were so relatable to people at the time. This was during COVID. Everything just took off and it just exponentially grew. And to the outside eye, they see, oh, you know, you started your channel, you were already successful, dude. Like you were an overnight success. No, it took me 1,000 videos to become an overnight success, quote unquote, right? Like it took it took 1,000 videos and 4 years of struggle without getting paid. And then that quote rang true for me. It wasn't that I started making a lot of money for that moment in time. It was the back pay for all the struggle that I that I pushed through, right? It was the reward for pushing through the resistance right before the finish line. Looking back at it now, that crossroads was like, that was my finish line. I was going to cross that finish line, but I didn't know it. And right before the finish line, I was met with the biggest resistance. It was like God said, you want this? You really want this? I'm going to take it all away. Now what are you going to do? And there was all the breadcrumbs of all these other things that were there, all these opportunities, like, you know, can I use TikTok? What about speaking Spanish in videos and this and that and this and that? And all of that was already there. The tools I needed to succeed were already there. I just didn't have the awareness to recognize them and use them. I had to build that up, and I built it up through the years, through all those years, to be able to recognize those opportunities and to be able to put myself in a position where I could get lucky. Because, yeah, like TikTok's not a thing. Like TikTok's probably not going to come around for a while anymore, right? So I recognize that was an opportunity in that moment in time, and that the position I'm in now is a very fortunate and lucky position to be in. But I wouldn't have been here if I didn't go through those years of every day trying to build this thing, to be able to recognize that opportunity when it came.
That 4 years of struggle, which again, outside perspective, it's like, oh, his channel's only a month old and he's at 1 million. Oh, his channel's only a year old and he's at 5 million. Oh, as you're saying, overnight success without the realization of blood, sweat, and tears for 4 to 5 years.
Literally, man.
Depression, all that. Like the levels of, you'd get so low. Even me, I've had my lows where it's fucking, oh my God, like starting over essentially, just on the business side. And Sav didn't know, and I told her she knows now, but I didn't put any of that on her. I just struggled in silence and pushed through. I had my ideas because I knew everything. I just got screwed over. I was like, okay, that's what happens. Learned a lesson. Never gonna have that happen again. I will control everything, and then I will make sure I take care of everyone in my family, and then all my employees and under my umbrella, like the unsub work umbrella. I will make sure that doesn't happen to anyone that is employed by me. They will always be taken care of. And it was, bro, like that level of depression and like struggle and anger, and you're trying not to, and you just, I don't know about you, but like I would just internalize it. I'd be like, okay, if I can, okay. What is the quote from Frank Sinatra? The best revenge is utter success.
Oh, no, I hadn't heard that one from him, but I have heard that a version of that. Yeah.
So the best revenge is utter success. So it's like, you can be petty, you can do all that, or you can just crush life and show, as you talked earlier, where you're irreplaceable, like it takes two people, or if you're real, it's like you're just irreplaceable, period. And afterwards, like, shit, we fucked up. Like, homie was doing way more than we knew.
Yeah.
We just didn't know about it. But got that going, got it. And then 2 years after, Sav sees everything going, like everything's great. I didn't let her know the entire time. But dear God, like that first year, I was like, fucking, okay, I got to dial everything. And this has to be like perfect. More shit would happen. Like, of course.
Excuse me.
But just push through it. Came out the other side way stronger. Like now, and then you can give advice. You probably give advice or help people, motivate them.
I try not to. I try not to, man. I really try not to, dude. Everybody's in their own journey because, like I
well, you
do
motivate like even now. Like this conversation is people will listen and be like, holy shit.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I just don't see myself like that though. Like I would never consider myself someone that like
inspired
should give advice to someone else on what they should do, like that's just me. But no, I do. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because it's crazy from my perspective. Because as I said, it's that level and like that dinner and talking about your merch and how long we've known each other. But that's why the shoes. I was like, oh, this dude inspired me to do that. I can do that. He can do that.
That's cool, man.
I'm gonna
That's
figure
cool to
it
hear.
out too. I'm gonna make sure I just make it happen. So it is. I guess without you giving the advice, it's just you're leading from the front. You're the example that people can follow. And when they learn about you, they're learning, oh man, nothing was handed to him. Homie like worked hard, so I have to do the same.
Never got a shout out from anyone or like, like that. That's yeah.
And you just led from the front.
A Frank Sinatra quote, I did it my way.
Yeah.
I did it my
You're way better. I'm pretty sure Frank Sinatra said that quote. Now, Frank Sinatra, the best revenge is utter success. Right? Am I just misquoting homie? Oh yeah, the best revenge is massive success is a famous quote attributed by Frank Sinatra.
That's a cool quote, man.
Oh, I've loved that one.
The version I heard was the best revenge on your bullies is to become successful.
I mean, yeah.
Yourself. I was heavily bullied in middle school, like heavily bullied.
Just skinny Mexican kids. So they were
well, yeah, no, but I mean like, like people would come up to me like, because I went to a mostly minority school. And some of those kids were probably in gangs.
Oh yeah.
So it was like basically fend for yourself, right? Type of thing.
It's a little prison.
It's a tiny prison, and like, but it would be like in the bathroom, I'd just be peeing and somebody would come up to me and be like, "What's up, then, bitch?" And he'd have a knife like up to me, and I'm like, "Fuck," like, what do you want? Like, and I was, like. Almost fear for your life type of bullying. You'd get punched. Like I'd walk out of the school bus and kid would like fucking punch me in the fucking face for no reason, just because it was funny to them.
Yep.
Right. And yeah, no, that was the kind of bullying I went through. Like it was very physical. I'd walk out of like Spanish class, and like, because I was the most fluent Spanish speaker in the class because I was fresh out the border, like,
literal.
I don't know. They those kids would like, I'd come out and like getting a flurry of punches from like 5 different dudes just in the stomach, and I'm just sitting there like that with my fucking Chuck E. Cheese lunchbox, like trying to You
And you have
know,
to go
it's
back
like,
too.
and I have to go back, and then back then, that kind of bullying, I couldn't tell anyone, because if I told my parents, then they'd go tell the principal, and if the
Oh,
principal found out, and those kids got some sort of, I guess, punishment, like suspension, was like the biggest thing that you would get, like for something like that, then it would make it worse.
the repercussions are gonna be.
The repercussions, yeah.
It's like homie's already pulling a knife while I'm pissing. I don't know what's gonna. They're beating my
No,
ass
no,
to this
exactly.
level with not getting narked on.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah, man. That was, and so one time I had a kid. The kid that punched me outside the school bus was right outside my house because the bus stopped right there, and one of my neighbors was parked outside, like or she like had pulled up behind the school bus, and she saw it happen. So then she went, followed me to my house. I didn't know. She knocked on the door and told my parents what happened. Which good for her for
Yeah.
doing that for me. Like I appreciate, you know, I forgot your name, but to that neighbor, if you're watching, like
Random Mexican
random
lady.
random Mexican lady in a 2002 Toyota no, it was Prius, a fucking
Corolla. or something.
Corolla, yeah, Toyota Corolla or something. Um, thank you. No, she went and told my parents, and then my parents went. God, they got so pissed. My dad was like, I need you to stick up for yourself and put your fist in that. In anybody who does anything to you, you respond by putting your fist in their mouth. And I was like, I was too scared. I never did it.
Yeah.
I never did that. I looking back at it, I kind of wish I did. But they went and told the principal, and then yeah, they just made it worse.
Escalated
It
it.
just escalated. Middle school was like the worst time of my life.
I bet, dude.
Just, yeah.
But still, it's that relatability though of holy shit. It just adds levels to your character. It's you weren't handed anything, you know, bullying to a degree most people will never know, and you were never a victim in any of that. You didn't. Oh well, I just give up on my dreams because this happened. Instead, you're just like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna keep. This sucks. I'll push through. This sucks. I'll push through. This sucks. I'll push through until finally, no.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you put it that way. Yeah.
Bullying sucks.
Yeah.
Like because my kiddos, my biggest worry with riding with autism was like shit.
Mm.
And the one time there was a small incident with riding was like 7 or 8, went down a slide, and then a neurotypical kid like went down and hit him, and then pushed. Ryan went to give him a hug because he thought he did something wrong, and he pushed Ryan down to the ground. And the teacher seen it, and they're like, "Hey, this happened," and they seem angry. They're like, especially at that school, I was like, "Hey, just if this happens again, it was like little kid, anything, those parents are coming to school. I'm going to then talk to said dad." I was like, that is not going to end well for them. So you let you guys know this doesn't happen. And then you let his parents know. I will fucking destroy that father in front of his little kid if he does that again to my kiddo. We good? Never got bullied again. I was like, I'll just be the example of, like teachers don't want to fuck around because Ryden's autistic. He's the kindest little kid in the world at that time. And bullying I fucking hate bullying, dog. Like,
Me too, man.
Bro,
Me too.
that was yesterday at the airport, 2 a.m, or it was 11. We've been delayed multiple times. Long ass line at TSA because they don't have the pre-check lines closed. All the like fast lanes are closed, so everyone just has to do general.
Really?
So we're like, oh, okay, and it's fucking a long line. I'm like, oh shit, I'm cutting it close. I'm in. There's like 3 more rows to go, and then you're up. Dude goes under, stands up, then goes under and stands up and just skips the line to near the front. He has like 1 more line. And the lady behind is like, "Hey, that's not right." And he's like, "I'm late." And she's like, we're all late." And he's like, "Well," I'm like, "Homie, get in the fucking back." Like, he's like, "Get in the fucking back." Well, no, no, they said that I could skip. Who said? Who the told you can skip? Get in the fucking back right now. I was like, "You're not more important than any of these people. Get in the fucking back." I'm like, who told you? Who told you? I'm like, "Okay, motherfucker, get in the fucking back right now." He just put his head down. I just go TSA. I'm like, "Hey, motherfucker, skip the line." And they're like, "Okay, come here, sir." Fucking whoop. I hope he missed his plane. Dude,
I hope so too, dude. Fuck that guy.
And then the people in line, though, they were so kind about it. They're like, thank you for standing up. I'm not confrontational, so I wouldn't do that, but thank you. Because they were just like, oh shit, homie just cut in front of me. Oh, I'll just sit here, which understandable. And then I know I'm like, dude, tattooed might be Mexican. I was like, wow. He's raising his voice right now. I'm gonna just.
Yeah,
I hate, dude.
If I talk
bullies.
back to that guy, I might end up in a barrel somewhere.
I hate bullies or taking advantage of people. Like those are my
Yeah, man. No, I feel you on that.
Well, man, it's awesome. Like even through that, all those trials and tribulations, it's just more inspiring to the average individual. Of holy shit, life can get really hard. Just keep pushing through. Like, and then something beautiful can happen. Like, wife, kid, YouTube, multiple businesses, salsas now, which we're gonna do one. Also, last time I think you guys just launched these.
I think so.
When on the last Unsub episode.
Yeah. We've gotten a few more flavors since then.
And you gotten more. Can you make that announcement of what you just got into?
Oh yeah, we're at HEB now.
Dude.
Yeah. We got into HEB, I think last November. We've been there, and it's just so cool, man. Seeing the sauces at HEB. So I think most HEBs have them. I think there's like there's a specific amount of stores we got them into, but they're there. Check your local HEB if you.
This is the summer sauce.
That's the summer sauce, dude.
So fucking good. You guys made really good sauces.
I'm glad you like it.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do the one. You're like, oh, we should do this on camera.
If you don't want to, that's fine. But and as a matter of fact, unless you're like ready to have like
Fire
I
shits.
wouldn't have that unless you're ready to end the podcast.
Oh, really?
Because it's gonna fuck you up.
It's that bad. We might do that for the quick after show. Make you bitches have to go to the Pepper Box if you want to see that shit. So I'm like, and we'll just cut a clip of that goat.
Yeah, it's called the no-no sauce. It's called the no-no sauce. It's got red ghost pepper, garlic, and scorpion pepper. We weren't able to sell this unless we had to we hired a legal team to advise us on things.
Shit.
And we paid so much money for them to say, put a label that says, please read the warning label on the back of the bottle. And then there's a warning label on the back of the bottle that says, warning, contains 6 million Scoville units. Extremely hot sauce. Use as a food supplement only. 1 drop at a time. Avoid contact with eyes in sensitive areas. Keep away from children and pets. Use responsibly. We had to put a disclaimer on this sauce. It's a challenge sauce, so it's not like...
It's the final one on the
Unless you're fucking crazy, you don't just put this on your food. You can, this is more for challenging your friends to see if they can actually
not die.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't even say that on camera probably, because some people would take that as a challenge and then get fucking sued for something.
Do a drop.
Use responsibly if you do this. It's a fucked up sauce.
Which is your favorite right now?
This is not to toot my own horn, but I like my version, the Mexorcist. It's my favorite sauce from our line because I eat a lot of Mexican food, and that's the only sauce that I think from our line goes very well with Mexican food. Because it was made by a Mexican. That's my mom. My mom made that. Shout out, Mom.
Did she actually help with?
Well, she made the recipe.
No, that's fucking. Oh,
so I honored my mother in that sauce.
I bet she was so proud.
Yeah, dude.
Which that's like her tearing up her. That's her watching Little Nemo. She's like, mijo.
Oh, dude. So she always wanted me to go back to college. Like she was just always through even after I found success on Eddie VR, she was still like, you should go back and finish your degree, mijo. Mom, I don't need it. If I go spend an entire semester in college to get a degree that I'm not going to use, all I'm doing is taking time away from something that already that I found success in. It's a cost for time thing. Like
a ridiculous cost for time.
If I invest my time, a whole semester of studying, what am I going to get out of it? A degree that I may use to get a job somewhere. Okay. But if I spend that same amount of time on a channel I already found success in and find better ways to, optimize it and put that time into that, like the return would be so much higher than what I could get out of the degree that you want me to go finish. And it took her a while to like understand that, right?
It's that well, a piece of paper is so important. It's like you have more. I could talk to individuals with masters or doctorates, or masters, and you are going to have way more understanding of social media. Let's say they're going into marketing or social media, even marketing. You have marketing now. You will have more understanding of that than actual application to a business and making it run than a person with a master's degree in business. Who was it? Maybe it was General George, or but they said it like this. It's like, oh no, you don't need a degree. You have a doctorate in what you do. And I'm like, what? They're like, you've spent 10 years doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
actually, I didn't even think about it that way.
They're like, you have a doctorate. You've put in all those hours, all that learning
into this thing.
Yeah. They're like, you have a doctorate in that. Look at it like that. I'm like, oh, that makes way more fucking sense. Holy shit. Yeah. Because 4 years of business degree, what are they going to teach you? How to run a $1 million business? You already do that.
Right.
So you'll have teachers trying to be like, well, this is,
yeah.
Business 101, marketing 101, and it's usually outdated information versus especially with social media. You knew TikTok. How many people have now said, it's like, oh, I wish I got on TikTok when it first came out?
Yeah.
You were the one that jumped on TikTok when it came out.
Exactly.
So you have a doctorate in social media. You have a doctorate in YouTube. That's what I would say.
That's cool to hear, man. Yeah, you hear that, Mom?
YouTube University. Huh? Chocolate comes and hits you in the face out of nowhere. Shit.
I did give her a piece of paper.
Oh, did you?
I gave her a piece of paper. I filmed this moment. Like it was a very special moment. I don't think I've ever said this on camera, but I gave her a letter. And I had her open it. I think it was for Christmas. Can't remember. And so she opened the letter, and there's a blank check for the rest of her mortgage.
Oh.
And I think I said to her, like on the letter, like this is my way of showing you, like thanking you for everything. Like that was just my way of honoring my mom.
Oh, I bet she. Did she call you in tears?
Oh no! Well, I was there.
Oh, and there. Would she just break down instantly?
Yeah.
It's the most. I bought my dad that brand new pickup truck. Like,
yeah, congrats, man.
Truck last year, and this is a man that's always had like 30-year-old vehicles, 40-year-old vehicles. He's like, "Oh, pops, I'll fix it up." Like, why would you buy a new vehicle? I'm like, old school Mexican. Like, I'm gonna buy something broken for $500 to $1,000 and I'll make it work. Like that's always been his mindset. And his vehicle broke down on the drive from Indiana to Texas to see my sister. My other sister was with him, and 2 a.m. they're driving a shitty pickup truck that doesn't even have an AC. It breaks. I am getting my phone's blowing up and like, Dad's stuck out in the middle of nowhere. I was like, okay, what's going on? Dad's stuck. He's near this town. He has a tow truck on the way. The transmission or that rear axle blew up. So can you talk to him? He's not listening to us. I was like, I call him. I was like, hey, Dad, what's going on? Oh, hey, Pops, it's good. I got him. They're towing it right now. The tow truck just pulled up. They got it, and they're taking me to a hotel. And in the morning, they're going to tow it to the junkyard, and I'll buy a new rear end, and I'll put it in, and then we'll finish the drive to Texas. I'm like, Dad, no, you're going. Okay, is the tow truck guy on the line? He's like, yeah. I was like, put the speaker on. Hey, man, you there? He's like, yeah. I was like, you want that fucking truck you're towing right now? He's like, what? I was like, Dad, you got the title with you? He's like, yeah. I'm not good. I was like, fucking sign the title over that guy right now. I was like, you're just taking that to wherever the fuck you want. It's yours now. Can you just drop my dad and my sister at a hotel for me? He's like, yeah, I'll do that. Dad's like, well, Pops, what am I going to do? I was like, you go to sleep, wake up. I'm going to have an Uber take you to fucking Toyota, and we're getting you a new Tundra or whatever the fuck. I was like, that's what we're doing. no, I'll just
Yeah,
fix up
yeah,
the
yeah.
90s thing with nothing. I'm like, Dad, no, this is, and same
You're
thing,
getting chills thinking about that, man.
dude.
That's such a cool story, dude. You
Because
get
it
to do
is,
that for your dad.
I wanted to, it's the same thing. This is how I'm honoring you. The reason I work so hard, the reason I am the way I am is because of you. And I know how much he sacrificed to get me here or to even get all 5 kids to 18. And he was never rich. He worked we were very poor, but he took care of us and he worked his ass off. And finally, okay, I can do this for him now. I can start taking this. I can he paid off his mortgage, but I'm redoing his house so he can sell it and he can move closer to the family. And that's
man.
such a good fucking feeling.
It's so good when you can do things for those that you love that have, made a big sacrifice for you, Yeah.
And they don't know how to react to it because they never thought of, like Eddie's going to blow up and do this. It was just like, mijo, you need to go to college. and like trying to understand. But finally, it's the pride he sees in his eyes, like for a live show, when he came to a live show. And he's like walking in the line, like he gets out and he's walking with my sister. And then the line's wrapped around the building. And my dad's like, what the fuck's going on? And then people are like, it's Eli's dad. It's Eli's dad. And he's like, she's like, I don't know any of these people. Goes around. And then it was his birthday. He didn't know we were doing this. But the San Antonio show, we sang happy birthday to him. I had him stand up in the audience. It was his birthday. I was like, that's my dad right there. Fucking.
That's beautiful, man.
I was like, it's his birthday. Can we all sing happy birthday together? So he had like 1,800 people singing happy birthday.
That must have been wild.
Oh, dude,
that's
he's
so
just like
cool.
Standing there. And then I got drunk later, did a story on Instagram where I was crying because it was like, I just made my dad happy. I'm like, I'm so happy.
Gonna go home, watch Finding Nemo together.
Can't wait. Dude, okay, Eddie, if you have one piece of advice for any individuals out there, even though you said you're like, that's not for me, what would it be?
For just general advice?
Yeah, just something where you're like, you know what?
Find your voice. Find your voice. Stop listening to the noise and listen to yourself. Find that voice. I think that's because I just learned that today. Like that like in telling my story, I've put some pieces together and I didn't think about that until now. But yeah, find your voice.
Beautifully said, my friend. I
think that's just for simple, man. Find your voice. It's so important. Yeah.
Be happy with you and just be you. Like you will find happiness in that. As part of that journey of how do you find happiness? You should complete yourself, not somebody else.
Yeah.
Complete yourself. Others will follow you.
That's
lead
right.
from the front. Find your voice.
Listen to your gut. Listen to you.
Be a good person.
And follow that. Follow that.
And then where can the people find you?
Just the boys on YouTube. Yeah. And Special Ed with 2 D's. That's my YouTube, my personal channel.
No shit. I do. What is the... We'll do it on the after show. We'll do the hot sauce and then that because I want to know like the ghost hunting shit. It's fucking fascinating to me. And I know you're saying I want to know about the ice solitary, and then I want to know one of your scariest moments because I like this. I'm super stoked.
Oh yeah. I'm happy to chat, man. I'm here to babble.
Let's do.
I'm here to babble. Oh, wait, are you gonna end the podcast now?
This one, if you're down for the after show,
I'm down for the after show. But you want to take a drop of this, like for the end of this one?
Yep.
I think you should.
Oh, then let's do it.
Take a little drop of this, and then...
just so everyone knows. Here's the heat levels. You got like Grant, where he's white and mayonnaise is spicy.
That's right.
So 1.
That's right. That's GERD sauce.
2. Yeah, GERD. And then you have fucking yours is a 4 out of 5. That one is an exploding thermometer.
Yeah.
At the end. Hold that up like just right in front of your face. Oh fuck it. Yeah. Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's 6 million Scoville units. So
jalapeno is 20,000.
Have you ever had the bomb? I don't know what jalapeno is, honestly.
I think
I should know.
Like 16,000 Scoville. Just
have you ever had the bomb? Mm-mm. It's another challenge sauce that I fucking like. It's so spicy, but it's only 800,000 Scoville units.
Jalapenos is 8,000 Scoville units.
Dude.
That is
You know what this is made out of?
Death?
Aside from all the chili pepper extract, I think. Oh, that's what it is. So I was gonna say it's this black tar looking thing. It's 6 million Scoville oleophysin capsicum. Do you know what capsicum is?
It's like capsaicin.
Or no, yeah, it's not capsicum. Yeah, capsicum. Yeah, it's capsaicin. Capsaicin's the chemical compound that is spicy.
Oh, it's just here's the pure fucking atomic level
right.
of hot.
That's right. That's what's in this thing. So here's how I recommend. Do you have chips or something, or do you just want to go
I might
a little pinky?
chips. I was gonna do pinky. What?
Okay, if you do
What
pinky,
about pretzel?
that pretzel's fine. But just something to deliver. Because if you use your finger later on when you go take a piss, oh, bro.
Oh, homie, I didn't even think about
Dude, I've rubbed the 6 million Scoville units on my nutsack before by accident.
Oh, your poor balls. The Tater Man, he's like, there was a theme park off of him. It's dude, Ireland just loves potatoes, dude. They're actually really fucking good though.
Oh, let me try one. Here.
let
me give this to you.
Put it on there.
Oh, those are actually fire. That tastes like real potato.
Yeah, I mean it's Ireland. They got a
That's potato country.
yeah. That is the potato country. Is it just potatoes? Potato, vegetable oil, cheese, onion. That's it. Sugar,
That's
yeast.
exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like potato, onion, and garlic.
Okay, so I'll pour some on, and then you.
Oh, okay. So here's that. Let me.
You want to do
Let
it?
me help you. No. Well, I can if you. I'll join
So
you.
you
if
tell
you're
me
down.
what do I do, or do you do?
Here's
it
how I
first?
recommend taste it first.
Okay.
So put like a drop on the chip, like the tiniest amount on the corner, and taste it.
I know when you say the tiniest amount. Oh,
I
that
mean,
liquid
I don't
part.
mean, yeah. I
like-
mean, like, nah, probably a little more. Here, let me help you.
'cause I can get a couple potatoes in there. We got bigger. What would you suggest?
I don't want to make this complicated, but like just like a little place to.
Like a dipper?
Here we go.
And you said 6 million Scoville unit.
This is 6 million Scoville units.
I
I'm
went-
trying to be careful not to get it in my hands. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's probably-
Homie's treating it like super good. It's like-
Nah, dude, well, I mean-
Oh, you're smart. You're getting zero.
Cheers.
We take it and sink
Don't swallow it just like that. Like, actually taste it.
Oh my god.
That's the challenge. Ready?
Oh, that starts coating. Yeah. That coats the tongue.
Quick, done it.
Yep.
Oh fuck. That's why I said just a little bit.
Holy shit.
Look at your face. Yeah.
Oh, that is Did you watch the Hot Ones? The recent Hot Ones with Conan O'Brien?
No, I didn't.
Bro, he went so hard. It was hilarious. Conan did Conan. Holy shit, Dick.
Yep. Now let's pretend this is Hot Ones. Try to tell me some sort of story while you're going through this.
Well, so Conan O'Brien, you know how they have the different
Yep.
levels. He ate every single one with no problem. He goes over the top. He's like, this isn't even hot. He's dipping them in and just taking
Yeah.
more and more. And then on the last one, whatever the last one is, their spiciest one, he dumps the entire thing, eats it, starts rubbing it on his nipples. And then Sean Ryan, right?
He rubbed it on his nipples.
Dude, he covered himself in their hottest sauce. Like it's
that's crazy.
a bit. Want some more potato chips?
Yeah, I'll take some.
Get some chips in there. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's a. Have you tried to do like a actual sauce with it? Not like a
the other
wings. Like the
The other
wing.
one.
How much wings have you put?
Honestly, I don't really fuck with the no sauce too much.
I wouldn't.
We made it specifically to
Viral
have our
video.
own challenge sauce because every fucking challenge sauce that we've now but before we made sauces, man, we did so many spicy challenges. We did
Why?
so many. We tried the hottest substance in the world. We actually went to the factory where they make the hot sauces, and we got to taste the actual capsaicin black tar that is used to make this thing, like the pure
Yeah,
fucking
just the
plutonium 9 fucking substance. They had to like they had this like airtight sealed fucking steel canister that they had to use gloves to bring it out with in order to like.
was it just like a toothpick level of?
Well, we poured a bunch on a. I mean, it looked like we were gonna build a road with it. It looks like black tar, and with like a slight glow of red on the edges if the light hits it just right. It looks like the last fucking boss level of like a video game, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like some shit straight out of Elden Ring, and we like tried that substance, and I instantly threw up. Like it was that hot. But I went in like this was just like a small for everybody watching, for everybody listening. We had just the smallest like corner of the chip dipped into this thing.
That warms your whole body up. It's
in the back of your head, isn't it?
Yep, like the ears get warm.
Yeah, ears
and then
get warm.
It starts going down. Oh shit.
Anyway, yeah, we had that. We had the hottest substance in the world before we made these sauces. What I was going to say is that every other challenge sauce that you try has this horrible fucking, I think it's a scorpion pepper. There's one of these peppers that they use because it's so spicy, and they all taste like static.
So it's not. So this one uses You're talking about what's the one? It's not. It does not taste good. It's fucking just hot.
I don't know what the ingredient is, but there is an ingredient that makes the most challenge sauces taste like Gmail, like static. It tastes like.
What the fuck is that pepper called?
I don't know, man. I don't know what.
I know exactly what pepper you're
but the
talking about.
taste is all the same. And so when we made the challenge sauce, we're like, we want to make something that's gonna burn your fucking mouth off, but that it at least tastes good. And can you believe that people actually use this on food? We've gotten messages of people saying how good it is, that they use it on like soup to make like spicy soup. I'm like, I don't know what kind of crazy motherfucker you got to be to do that. Like, I thought I was crazy for trying like the plutonium 9, the fucking substance, whatever that that pure capsaicin. I thought I was crazy for trying that. People out here putting this shit in the fucking soup. You're going for more.
That is like that. Well, as you're saying, it's the Carolina Reaper. That's the one that's fucking just right.
No, actually, it's not.
Oh, really?
No, the Carolina Reaper will fuck you up. But there's a pepper that has this distinct staticky fucking taste that's just gross.
Dude, it's fucking. I will say wherever that goes down on your tongue, it's just like I started my right now my left side. I was like, oh, I'll bite on this side.
You know the way I imagine it? Like, this is a weird analogy, but you ever like spilled gasoline like on the ground?
Yeah.
You know how when you spill gasoline on the ground, even if it's just like a drop, it like coats, it like spreads out and coats the ground. You know what I mean? Like it spreads. That's how I imagine like the sauce when it touches your tongue. It goes around and like hugs it, and it fucks you up.
I could not imagine doing a fucking like a whole blend.
Yeah.
And then later when you have to shit that.
Now, this is the only sauce that's like this. The other ones are actually pleasant. We made them with flavor in mind.
Well, surprisingly enough, that still has a good flavor to it. Most of them just taste.
It's fucked up, but it is true.
As you say, it's just this tastes. It's static. It's just burnt. It tastes chemical.
Yeah.
That you can tell. It has peppers in it.
I'm proud of it, man. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that fucking sauce.
Garlic. Okay, so yeah, you put multiple things in this.
Yeah.
God, honey. I don't taste the honey.
There, you don't take. Well,
There's a little sweetness in there.
Yeah.
Followed by pure fire. Yeah, because it's
I love your reaction to it, man. It's funny.
ghost red pepper puree, roasted garlic, cane sugar, water, black garlic. I've
That
never.
ghost red pepper puree, just so you know, it's actually just like the hottest red peppers, the red hot ghost peppers. And what they do, the process is they just mash them into a puree. So it's not even like mixed with anything. Thank you. Like when the pepper puree is literally just like blended peppers.
How do you get that one? Do you have to order that, or is that
You
going to
do
be
have
at
to
HEB?
order that. No, you don't get that at HEB.
Okay, good.
No, no. You get the good ones at HEB. You want this one? You gotta go to hungryboy.food.
God, are you doing? Did you do a hashtag no sauce challenge? Or
We
just-
did when we started. Yeah,
Good. See.
yeah,
you
yeah.
already
We
know.
did. We did when we started.
That way, everyone that pushes
When we
it.
when we put that one out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Holy shit, dog.
Well, the summer sauce is amazing. All of them are amazing. Thank you so much, Eddie.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for having me.
Guys, gals, I hope you had a blast. Thank you so fucking much for coming, homie. This has been an
Dude.
absolute pleasure and motivating as hell, which is my favorite thing on
Yeah.
one of these. It's
I fucking love coming to see you, man, because it's just always a vibe, you know.
same. You're
Yeah.
like you always feel. It's just an uncle or cousin where it's instantly like,
Yeah.
oh, hasn't seen each other for 15 months. Doesn't matter. Like it's an
Yeah,
instant. Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah. What's up, man? And we actually haven't seen you since the last podcast, right?
Yeah. It's been fucking like
Legit. I haven't seen you since before I had my kid.
holy shit. Yeah.
And that was she
9 months. So she went through 9 months of pregnancy and then 15 months.
and then now 50. Yeah, dude, it's been like 2 years. That's fucked up, man. I just realized that. That's fucked up.
I didn't even realize that.
And you don't look like you aged a single day, dude.
That's thank you. Either do you. Other
That's
than
bullshit.
you have
Don't
the,
fucking
the
lie to me.
dad
That's
tired. I just see the dad parrot. It's just here now. It's just the eyes of. It's that slight dullness in the shine.
Oh, bro.
Dude, everyone, if you want to watch the after show, we're going to talk about, we'll probably nerd out, talk a little more about this. Maybe watches. We'll figure it out and have a good time. Appreciate you all. See you on the after show.
Adios.
Bye.